Mr. Paul Thorne. Wednesday morning.
This is a jazz show?
That's right. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the music laboratory.
Hey, Josh.
Chick McGee, what's he up to today?
He's got a doctor's appointment.
He does have a doctor's appointment.
I believe it's the probe.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Get in there. Hey, Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold across the way.
I heard he was getting face tattoos. Chicks, pics, right across the side.
Yes. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. There's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Captain, our captain.
Going through the overnights, got some interesting stuff to get to. Great song from Paul Thorne, recorded here in the studio many years ago. If you ever get a chance to see Paul, he is amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great band, by the way.
Love him.
And a terrific performer. I think we should just get right to it. Yesterday at this time, we were reintroducing Josh to the show and pointing out that Josh had missed some important stuff in the news. And did we ever, I know we mentioned the socks thing. And did we ever ask you, do you wear socks to bed?
You did? No, I do not wear socks to bed.
Willie?
If I'm in a really cold place, like my heat was out, I wear socks to bed then. But typically, no. I like a sock off, and I like it 1 foot or even couple toes poked out of the blanket.
Oh, my sister used to do that.
Stay a little cold, get a little breeze going in.
Yeah,
I'm a sock wearer.
I know a guy in college that no matter how cold it was, this was in New York City, would always have a window open. It could be 0 outside.
Eek.
But this particular article we were talking about mentions that almost 1 in 5 people sleep in their socks. And there was kind of a side thing that I thought was really fascinating. This university study said that you're more likely to orgasm with socks on.
Yep.
Now, Josh, I want to clarify, this is socks on your feet. And not orgasming them.
In the sock.
Thank you, Christy.
Yeah.
Very helpful. But it says people who wear socks to bed wake up fewer times at night. And the average person sleeps 32 minutes longer if they're wearing socks. But they also say in this article that you must wear clean socks to bed rather than wearing the ones you've had on all day.
Do they have any science behind this? Is it a circulation issue? Is it a heat?
Bacterial.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. But this
You mean the other stuff?
I think it keeps your feet warm because I am, I don't think my blood pumps all the way down to my feet. I don't know what happens, but yeah. I have special sleep socks.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. They're just for sleeping.
How many pairs do you have? Do you wash
3.
them? Nice. And you
I have
rotate?
3.
Do they have like sleep pillows?
No,
like
but they're kind
little
of
sheep on them you can count.
No, they're a little heftier and warmer, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. But I just thought it was fascinating that they have this statistic that you're more likely to orgasm with socks on.
Yeah, maybe it's a comfort thing or a...
I don't know. Just, who knows?
You're already hot.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I just was... If anybody has any thoughts on this, please let me know.
You ever sleep in socks, Tom?
I don't.
Yeah, no. I can't. I don't either. It messes with my web feet.
That's attractive. And then Christy, I was not feeling well on Monday, and I completely misunderstood Christy.
What do you mean?
But I think maybe you Pat, I don't know, Willie, maybe you're with me on this, Ace. Christy said her mother told her not to wear panties at night.
Right.
I thought you meant in the evening.
Did anyone else think that meant, okay, get home from work and take off the panties and air it out?
At night when you're sleeping.
What did you, Pat?
I thought it was in the evening, not sleeping, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't perceive it as a sleeping thing.
Horny all the time.
Oh, I am.
And I thought it was for bedtime.
Thank you,
Did you
Ace.
pick up the bed thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I was not feeling well, so. But your mother told you do not sleep in your underwear.
Correct. You got to let it breathe.
Boy, hope it doesn't snore.
Let it breathe.
I think we're done.
Christy, I like to wear boxers and not boxer briefs for the same reason when I sleep.
See?
I like things to be kind of.
Yeah.
I like a breeze to be able to go in and out down there.
Yep.
You guys, I'm naked every night.
Yeah, me too.
I don't sleep with anything on.
You
I
sleep
get
naked?
I'm too weird about ass matter, getting in the bed sheets.
Oh boy,
Do you shower right?
Are you? Is that a tear of pride? I
It's
see.
like father, like son. I literally was going to say, that's why I had my hand up. Yes, ass matter.
I worry about that too because you sweat at night.
Do you shower right before bed?
Yeah.
Occasionally, not every night.
So you'll potentially be setting up things in the garden, raking the lawn, and then you'll go inside.
No. If I do stuff like that, it's a shower.
Okay, cool.
If I do nothing, it's not a shower.
Okay.
You used to sleep naked, I thought.
Yeah, and then I've developed,
an aversion to ass matter.
Oh, very clean.
Yeah,
Medical aversion to ass matter.
and I don't sleep on my back, so I'm not either.
No,
on my
but
side or-
it's without going into too much detail. If you have white or light sheets,
Yeah.
and say you do it like a little scoot to get out of bed, and then you go to make the bed the next day, and it looks like there's a hey, look, the 20-yard line is now a little.
That doesn't
happen.
and you're the king of wipes, so
Yeah, I know. I did the thorough, but yeah, I guess now, Josh, what was the phrase you used? I'm naked every night. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Could you title your next album "I'm Naked"?
I'm naked every night. Sure, naked every night.
I like that. That'd be great.
Is part of you worried about a home invasion at all, and then you have to wake up and get to action?
I have not considered a home invasion, but I have considered a fire.
Do you keep pants right by the bed?
Nah, the closet's, I don't
All
know,
right.
15, 20 feet away from
I
me.
have told this story many times, and Chick were here, he'd be bored already, but the very short version is the very first time I went to a particular place. It happened to be Beaver Creek, Colorado, and it was a brand new hotel. It had just opened.
Right.
And it was extremely cold. I remember, this puts a date on it, seeing former President Gerald Ford light the Christmas tree, which was super cool. And I don't care what your politics are, you have to be respectful to whoever. And but we went to bed, and in the middle of the night, the fire alarm went off.
Oh.
And my nieces, Daisy and Poppy, were in the next room. So the fire alarm's going off, and it was literally 17 degrees below zero. I'll never forget it. And so I had no clothes on, but I wanted to make sure that the girls were going to awake because they were at the time, teenagers, whatever.
Right.
So I rushed to the door, not thinking, because the fire alarm's going on. I go out in the hallway, door shuts. I'm naked, beating on the door of two teenage girls.
Yeah.
By the way, the place wasn't on fire. What had happened was the pipes had frozen and set all the alarms off. And but lesson there, maybe you want to have a towel or something right by the bed if you're a naked sleeper.
Yeah.
But if you have a naked sleeping adventure story, by all means, let us know. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
I was in a hotel one time when the fire alarm went off and crawled out the window because the roof was like right outside my window. It was in Boston. It was near Harvard. And I just crawled out my window and stood out there until I got the all clear. I was able to do that.
It was just a news story yesterday about a place where people were doing the old tying the sheets together.
Hell yeah. I mean, why would I go out in the hall when I could get out my window? I did it.
Then when we come back, remind me to tell a story about Willie, me, Columbus, Ohio, and the hotel.
Okay.
You'll see why it's significant. But first, a couple quick things. Coming up in sports, Willie, you got any headlines?
Yeah, Bills' Demar Hamlin cleared to play next season.
Already?
Clayton Kershaw, 200 wins last night. We'll talk about it all.
Boy, that's a lot of baseball.
I gave one story per thing. I skipped NBA.
He played a couple of the stadiums twice.
yeah, I would think so. No, that he won 200 times last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I got to wake up.
This first break, every day, there should be just a special thing. We should just do a podcast called First Break. Certain staff members not guaranteed to be awake. Others have already taken a nap. Right now, that's quiz time. Christy Lee.
Yo.
Your sleep number setting is?
40.
Which means?
It's on the softer side of a mattress, I guess.
I just moved into my new house, and I got my Sleep Number bed back. Oh, my God, am I grateful.
Yeah.
And the folks at Sleep Number, by the way, incredibly helpful. They came over and helped me out do a couple of things to it, modifying it, if you will. 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. So if Christy were over at my house and she wanted to stay over, she could set the Sleep Number at 40, so she'd be comfortable.
My guy is 100, so he's
perfect. So
there you
either
go.
side of the bed is a different setting, and 8 out of 10 couples differ in how they like it set. That's just the beginning of the various ideas that are executed so brilliantly by the people at Sleep Number. First of all, a Sleep Number bed lasts longer than a traditional mattress. Also, it is adjustable, so everybody's happy. Plus, they have other features depending on which mattress you end up getting. Certain Sleep Number beds, you can have what do I want to say? You can raise your head, raise that level, which may help you with snoring issues. There are heating and cooling things that they've got developed. It's just really cool and worth checking out if you're thinking about getting a bed. Don't just get one that just suits you and not her or him or whoever. Choose proven quality sleep. You know how important sleep is. I don't have to tell you that. It'll help you be your better self if you've got some good rest. Your brain needs to be in chill mode to function properly. And believe it or not, sleeping is one of the key issues there. Also, right now, if your brain is smart, it's going, how can I save some cash? Well, how about saving a staggering $600 now on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed? And by the way, special financing is available for a very limited time, subject to credit approval. So if you're thinking, act today by checking out sleepnumber.com/BT show. That'll direct you to your Sleep Number store. Once again, sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have another story about bear meat. Speaking of sleeping bear in the news, this is bear, rawr, bear. Also, we have, I've already been in communication with Jess Hooker. I got a recipe for her that involves King Charles. We'll be eating that coming up in a couple of weeks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the...
Hi, Tom here, along with comedian Ryan Singer, and we've been talking about Ryan's car, which has got, I believe, 298,000 miles on it. And this is a beautiful machine. It's obviously taken him all across the country many times, and Ryan would like to sell it, so I'm going to try to help him do that. I have not tried the car yet, but let's give it a quick review.
Let's check it out.
Now, what year is this?
99. The driver's side handle's broken off, so you either can go in through the back seat or...
Wait a minute. I think I can get it.
You want me to open it?
Wait a minute. You have to open it from the inside, I think.
So, yeah.
But
as long as you have a friend with you most of the time,
no problem. I'm
just have them open the door for you.
Kind of warm today here. Does this thing have AC?
Yeah, AC works.
Nice.
And
nice.
maybe I'll take that out so it's not beeping unless you want to crank it up. And there's a CB. I don't have it hooked up yet, but
you got a CB. Nice.
There's a CB radio. This you can see.
CB, the original social network.
You can see.
What's your CB handle again?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
So forever in the same 3 to 5 mile radius at the exact same time. Maybe we'll chat on channel 19. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is a test. Monster Hunter testing the CB. I'm getting a lot of action right now. Well, does the CB come with the car?
CB comes with the car. Not a lot of drivers around chatting right now. That's the problem.
Freeway's only about 300 yards that way. I think there'd be quite a lot of action.
Yeah, they're probably it's probably a slow day out there, you know.
Okay.
The radio does work. CD player, as you can see. That was a CD right there.
That's nice.
Little Captain Beefheart is in there right now.
Oh, wow, that's sophisticated.
Yeah, and so it's got an auxiliary plug for an iPhone or an Android or something like that.
Did you install this radio? This is aftermarket?
Yeah, I installed the radio and the CB because the factory stopped working. Glove box opens and locks. There's a GPS. Hey, I'll even throw that GPS in there. It's a Garmin.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Now, can we get a shot of the actual dashboard to see the mileage?
Oh, yeah, let's see what we're at. That's
297, 870 miles.
So by the end of next week after the tour, I'll be over 280, 298.
Wow, so this is about to approach 300,000 miles. Motor sounds great. And this is a 99. 99, this is a Camry?
LE.
A Camry LE.
Four-cylinder.
Four-cylinder, four-door. Okay, well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
Okay.
Once again, we're taking a tour of this beautiful 99 Camry, 298,000 miles on it. Let's head back here. Nice, it's got the electric window thing to keep the ice off the back window.
Gas door, nope.
Good looking trunk.
Yeah, trunk's got
a lot of trunk space in here.
Yeah, we don't need...
here, Jesus.
We don't need... trunk's got lots of room, Everything that comes in the trunk comes with the car. That's the deal. It's that's a weird... it's a weird tick on the engine. Yeah, you need to turn that.
That's Ryan Singer's car. Now, if you'd like to make an offer on that, how does this work, Ryan?
They can reach me on my website, ryansingercomedy.com, or email ryansingercomedy@gmail.com. Make me an offer. I'll take the best offer I can get.
And this is for real. This car is for sale, and it comes with everything in it, except probably the chick you had locked in the trunk.
Yeah, or the luggage. The luggage in the trunk.
Radio all day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going, woo! Oh, yeah. Just the way you love them. Real girls on video going, woo! All kinds of real girls on video going, woo! All across America. Real girls on video going features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video going features a group of loser drunk guys going, that's right. You get Real Girls on Video going and loser drunk guys going. And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video going. That's Real Girls on Video going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video going. And the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now and Frigolol Video will throw in Real Girls on Video going. And that's Real Girls on Video going. Real Girls on Video going. And Real Girls on Video going. And all complete with loser drunk guys going. Order now.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Joshy.
Hi. Pat Godwin in the music laboratory.
Hello, Josh.
Ace Cosby running the engineering side of things.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold across the way.
Good morning.
He's got sports because Chick McGee is at the doctor's office making sure.
I don't know. All I want to say is this may involve those miniature spelunkers. What was that movie where they? What was that movie where they miniaturize
the Fantastic Voyage?
Was that Fantastic Voyage?
Yeah.
They go inside the body. And,
Donald Pleasance. And,
yeah.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And Tom?
Wouldn't that be funny if someday we're at that level? The doctors and the nurses are preparing to go into the shrink mode. They'll be taking the ass capsule. And but I did read somewhere that as fantastic, if you will, as that movie was, where they actually entered a human body by shrinking themselves. Mm-hmm. I read somewhere that there's a thing. It looks kind of like a capsule you take.
Tiny pill, yeah, with a pill with a camera.
And it's got a camera in it,
right?
A light and everything.
Yeah.
And it photographs the inside of your intestine.
Yeah, we've done that story here.
Sure.
Actually.
But on a serious note, yeah, he's having some
routine tests done.
The test, which is very important. Talk to a medical professional, and it's really important to get that done. And I've got a couple friends who didn't get that done, and they can't be listening right now.
Yeah.
Unless they have a speaker 6 feet down. We have a couple things. I like it when people pay attention to the show. Dear Bob and Tom Show. Tom, I have a question for Ace.
Hates us, then, doesn't
he? Josh was just saying that he always sleeps naked.
Yes.
I was curious. Does Ace sleep naked?
Yes.
And then he says, if he does he blow holes in his sheets just like he does in his underwear? Sincerely, Kyle from Peoria. Thank you, Kyle. That's a no?
No.
Okay, just asking. I think you set yourself up for that. We have also, this is a really interesting letter. It says, Josh is right on with his entrepreneurial mindset regarding Christie's game-worn panties.
Oh, not this again.
Now, you want to tell me what this is about, Josh?
Sell them. You should be selling your panties and socks and just making bank.
No.
Diane Sawyer does it.
Diane Sawyer does it.
Oh, maybe that's not who I'm thinking of. Sorry. Maybe it's Stormy Daniels. I forget. It goes on to say, this is from Brett in Wisconsin. I was watching a woman I follow on Instagram. She is a do-it-yourselfer on home repairs and remodeling.
Oh.
She works all day in a thong, socks, and boots.
Really?
What?
In the afternoon, she works in briefs, socks, and boots.
All right.
Occasionally, she wears a hat and a T-shirt. She announced she will be selling her work-worn shirts, etc., online. By the way, $50 for one, $80 for two.
Oh, dude.
I'd like to hear what OSHA has to say about this. This seems a little odd.
Well, sometimes when depending on what tools you're using, the less clothes, the better.
Sure.
Well,
you don't want to get
a blowtorch or something.
Yeah, you got to be. You don't want to lean into your radial saw and have a nipple chopped off.
Right.
Yeah, but it's better than a sleeve getting caught in there.
Do any welding.
Yeah.
I can remember Mr. Tappenden, one of our great shop teachers. He always had a coat and tie on, but he always had the tie tucked in.
Oh, he should have. Now they would take it
first.
off.
Yeah, no kidding. But he was a kind of formal guy.
Sure.
Always.
Well, I would imagine your school,
crisp white shirts.
I think at your school you had to wear a tie, didn't you?
Yeah, but white button-down shirts with short sleeves.
Oh, okay.
No,
that classic look.
No.
I don't think kids should wear ties to school, but I had a few buddies went to Catholic school, and you'd see them 17 at the end of the day, and they'd have their tie kind of taken down with a few buttons on, and they look like the tiniest little accountant who had a rough day. Man, that's a good time.
Yeah, that is really funny. This lady apparently selling her stuff. Brett, send me the more info so we can figure out who this is. By the way, he goes, P.S. Tom, she's very handy if you need help installing those air vents on the floors where you almost tripped and killed yourself. And by the way, they covered that up yesterday.
Oh, good. Nice to hear it.
Yeah.
Is your shower working yet?
Nope. You'll be glad to know this is the world we live in, and this is a 1%er problem. I apologize. The control things for the shower,
Yeah.
they came yesterday.
Oh, is that what you were waiting on?
They don't fit.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I've got a letter regarding that problem. Chris writes in saying, Dear Bob and Tom Show, I finished the pod from yesterday. I have to say, Willie inviting his dad over to take a shower with him and to do the car wash with him gave me the biggest laugh out loud driving down the road. To explain, the car wash is when you invite your friend, your significant other into the shower and you sing the song, At the Car Wash.
Yeah.
And then you can make a little thing, you can go, At the Boob Washer. And you're getting sudsy. It's a great time for everybody.
I have not heard of this.
We're not surprised.
You've done the car wash?
I'm not saying, but I'm just surprised that, surprised that you haven't.
Have you ever had your, maybe I shouldn't ask you this.
I've had...
I'll ask Josh. Josh, have you ever dialed in Tokyo?
No. That's no woman likes
no
that.
one.
Ace?
No. The old tune in Tokyo deal?
No.
How's that worked for you?
Yeah, has that ever worked? Has that ever gone
Put it
over?
this way. The last time I tried to dial in, it was an AM station.
So the reception wasn't good?
Yeah, and I think the hit was playing was Having My Baby by Paul Anka. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. No, there were certain kind of moves like the car wash. And,
certain kind of moves.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is I'm in this new house, but the shower isn't done. So
car wash is fun, man. Scratch some
there's
head,
a shower. There's
rub
a
some
shower.
boob, hang elbow in the corner of your Elmo in the corner of your shower.
Did you get it going with some channel locks? Like, are the knobs there to where you could actually...
You don't want to touch... For all those plumbers out there listening, you don't want to touch high-quality plumbing with channel locks unless you really know what you're doing, or you're going to wear off the flanges that everything hooks onto. I'm not touching that stuff.
Can't you just go to the hardware store and get some fixtures for the time being?
This shower's, it's got like a thing in the ceiling, and it's got like a thing that shoots off in the side.
You're not going to be able to figure this out anyway, no matter if you had
That's probably the case, but at least they'll be able to bathe.
You are so blessed to be able to afford the problems you have.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, you are the luckiest man to have.
Wait a minute, he has to put up with us.
You think so? I think we're helping him out.
I can only imagine what he's putting up with.
Yeah, I finally found out a way to not kill myself when I get up in the morning, and that is
the lights on.
Just to
well, that's the problem.
Some deep breaths.
No, if I turn on the outside light, it gives off enough light that I can see where the door is, so I don't walk into the door again. I know these are dumb problems, though. We'll get it all fixed.
Yeah, no, you're too accommodating to the people you live with. You need to. That's right. I make the money. I'm awake. I'll turn on any light I want. Deal with it.
So Josh, you're not familiar with waking up with, I don't know, chocolate pudding on your face, a hot frying pan on your feet.
When we were kids, you'd wake up at like 3 a.m. and right away you'd turn on the radio and the TV in the kitchen. You get the bacon frying. Come in, boys, turn on the radio for us. And we were up. We were going.
You guys got up early.
It was quite the... And you had bacon.
Well,
and
you
eggs
guys
for us?
had to be up, though.
It was the best.
You guys lived just with me, so you'd come. Then you'd come into work with me.
I got to watch Full House at 5:30 a.m. Great morning.
And then Sam would do all his homework here.
He was a hard-working kid. That Sam.
You guys get
paid off, didn't it?
You guys got to meet. I mean, think about who the people you got to meet. Dave Attell, Dolly Parton, Peter Frampton, Robert Schimmel. You know,
I remember meeting the Colts quarterback Edgerrin James, and then I had to go to school, and I was like, "This school sucks. I want to talk to Edgerrin all morning."
What was it? Was Edgerrin the? He was the running back.
Yeah, Colts running back.
Okay, yeah. You met all these incredible people.
Yeah, I brought Ted Nugent coffee one time.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there venison in this? There better be venison in this.
Spill it on him.
Yeah, Peter Frampton gave me a guitar lesson before I went to school one day.
Wow.
Tim Wilson called Eric Clapton's old keyboard player, Bobby Whitlock, and me and Bobby Whitlock had like a 10-minute conversation about blues piano before I went to school.
That was probably a better interview than the one we had with Bobby Whitlock. God, I remember that. That was so cool. But yeah, I just like to get up in the morning, Josh, and be respectful and quiet.
Of course. No, I do the same thing.
But yeah, again, when you're in, it's like you're in a hotel room. For the first time you're staying in a hotel room and you don't know where anything is, and you get up and walk into the closet or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, but I have a thing now. If I'm in a hotel room, I leave the light on in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a
and
trick.
leave the door open.
And crack open the door just enough so I can see.
Yeah,
for
I've
monsters.
always done that.
So you can see. Yeah. No, yeah. That's why I
don't be ridiculous.
Do it too. Yeah.
I check for monsters. That's why I always demand in my writer I'd like a small canoe oar so I can wave it underneath the bed to keep the crazy monsters away. Let's see now. We got more letters here. This is, again, involving the shower. And we were talking about showers just by chance because we had that survey about what people do in the showers, et cetera, et cetera.
And whether they eat, drink, pee.
Yeah, I don't snack. I don't snack in the shower. But
no.
Apparently, Willie, you say you do an occasional brew and a little beer in the shower or something?
A shower beer, there's truly no pleasure greater in life than you go on a walk on a Friday afternoon, you're getting hot, about to go get an Uber, meet your buddies at the bar, you hop in the shower, enjoy 2 Miller High Lifes. Life is good, man.
Oh, you'll have 2 shower beers.
Oh, and
I've never had more than 1.
The first one is good. The second one gets the job done.
Champagne
wait a second.
and bottled beers.
Hold on. Now, is the second one on ice, or has it all been getting all warm in the shower for 10 minutes?
It stays, the integrity of the bottle, the fine people at Miller High Life, it's a blessing in a glass bottle that we get.
Yep.
Because as it goes up, as it tapers, it traps the cool down, and it gets this beautiful condensation around, and the condensation drips down you as you. Man, I'm gonna cry. I'm so worked up right now. I love this shower.
Maybe this should be the new merch you sell at your comedy shows. Willie has a special one.
Wait, stop talking. Stop talking. I got this is dope. Just don't. I got an idea. Just
okay.
Let this cook. I got some emails to send.
Well, let's see now. I got to get to another letter. But wait a second. Is this the
car wash?
Is this the song you want to play when you're
I thought that was my keyboard.
Getting in the shower with a lady friend?
So here's what you can do. You can take this clap. That's their boobs. You're smacking them together.
Oh, I see. Or butt cheeks?
Or buddy. I mean, you're an innovator, Josh.
Now, do you need to have the song playing, or you just do it on your own?
Oh boy, either way, but it's better if you can get it going on your own. And then as you're slapping her boobs together, she goes, eh. Every now and again, like that noise.
Now, as you're doing this, is one of her friends going through your purse and your wallet? And her purse and your wallet by the hook stealing everything?
Oh, the other prostitute is digging through my things.
I'm going in the shower now.
The car wash. Once again, a new shower technique. This is Tony from Fresno, California. Oh, sorry, Troy. Excuse me, Troy. He says, maybe the percentage of people having a snack in the shower are just waiting for the shower to warm up and having a snack outside the shower while waiting. I recently caught myself having a slice of pizza while standing in the buff waiting for my shower to warm up.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
It's a thing?
No, I mean, how long it takes the hot water to get hot?
Oh, yeah, this morning that was a thing, yeah.
Depending on the nature of your house. My old house was kind of a ranch, but some of the water supply was pretty far away from the heater.
Took a while.
Yeah, so yeah, I could see.
And he's in Fresno? I thought it was illegal to sit there and wait while your shower ran.
Yeah, cold shower or nothing, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, you got 2 minutes.
What the hell? Got to irrigate those grapes.
The Enviro Police.
Right.
By the way, they lost one yesterday.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
The what is it? Where was it? Berkeley, California.
Oh, the natural gas thing.
Yeah, they
sure did.
They were trying to ban the use of new construction for, what do you call it, for gas cooktops and gas ovens and gas water heaters and all that.
Oh, gotcha.
A judge said, no. Thank you very much. We'll find out about that coming up. By the way, this is from Dwight. Speaking of having a snack in the shower, not too fine a point here, Dwight. Dear Bob and Tom, is having a Hooters waitress in the shower considered a shower snack?
Yes. Yes, it
is. Okay.
Wow. And the sauce wipes right off in the shower, too. Isn't that something? You don't need those wet wipes.
Okay. Well, we'll find out more about what you do in the shower coming up. Also, we have some interesting news headlines. I'll just put this question out there for you to think about. What do you think the most common name in the United States is?
Male or female?
Well, either one, but let's do male for the purposes of the news story that involves a male name.
John.
I'm going with William.
Tim.
All pretty good.
I can't play.
What? Oh, you know the answer? Okay.
No.
All right. Okay, well.
Do I know the answer? I don't know.
We'll be talking about that coming up in just a few minutes. You got a teaser for sports, Willie?
Yeah, we got NFL news. We got NBA playoffs updates, the race to the Stanley Cup updates. We got a lot of stuff coming up, man.
Okay. Also.
And you Luddites out there, you better get your queue cleaned out because Netflix is going away if you get it by mail.
That's still been a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of those news stories that I didn't know it existed until I just found out that it's not going to exist in a couple of months.
I actually know a couple who still get their DVDs in the mail.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it was still available.
Yeah, only about 1 million people still do it.
That's way more.
That's still enough.
Yeah.
I would like to go on record saying there are many movies out there that you may love. You probably should get on DVD before they're pulled from streaming because they're politically incorrect. Your Blazing Saddles of the world, et cetera, et cetera. They'll be thought policed off of streaming real soon.
I don't think that's true. I think people know that Blazing Saddles has a lot of the right intentions, to be honest.
Well, that one, maybe. But
I think it has the right intentions, but just because the part of it was written by Richard Pryor doesn't mean that people are going to accept it. You
just never know what's going to.
I mean, look what happened with Dire Straits and the song "Money for Nothing."
I have that CD.
Yeah, if you want to hear that streamed, you're not going to hear the original.
That's next to my Lou Reed.
Yeah, I've been saying I was surprised Take a Walk on the Wild Side was on the air in 72.
Me too, but I've still heard it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you ever heard the kids' version of that?
The kids' version?
Well, anybody who thinks Lou Reed was a racist just doesn't understand anything.
Kids Bop, they had to do it.
Oh,
are you serious?
They did the Kids Bop.
No, I'm making it up.
Oh, good. I was going to say.
Can you imagine? All right, children. This next part, you're going to have to sing. Well, it's a term we don't use anymore. Sorry. What I want to talk about now is Mother's Day. And how about that mom you've got, huh? Or those moms, maybe you're married to a mom She's a mom.
Oh, you mean mother to your children? I say, yeah. I understand.
Dear Steven Singer, would you please ask Josh to stop talking during Tom's announcements about Steven Singer Jewelers? I did not marry my own mother. The point is, there are a lot of moms out there. Get him something nice, won't you? One of the great places to go is Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. And among other things, he has the brand new neon green 24-karat gold-dipped rose. This will light her up. It's really special. There's one right there in front of Josh right now. If you're watching on the TV, it's a rose that lasts forever because it is a real rose, and it really is dipped in 24-karat gold. They start at $59. They ship for free in a premium gift box with a personalized Mother's Day card from you, of course, and a full lifetime guarantee. So, by the way, all the stuff at Steven Singer has the guarantee. Get all the details, and don't forget, bracelets, huge for Mother's Day. Necklaces, earrings always a good idea. And show how much you love her, especially if she's the one that changed your diapers. You know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of work being a mom, so do something nice for that mom out there. And you can take care of it just like that by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. If you're in your car, pull over, spend a few minutes, pick out something, get that done, because Mother's Day is just around the corner. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, some sporting news and some more of your letters. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
But I like to eat.
I love food, sure.
It don't matter what you put in front of me. I'm going to eat it. It may smell bad, but I'm going to eat it.
Uh-huh.
This is what that song is about.
Okay.
1, 2. I'd say your diet should be called incomplete on the account of the amount of meat you eat. I'd say your eyes are bigger than your belly. I'll have you get down. Ricky Simmons on the telly. I've got to know where your appetite is at. Tell me, baby, you're gonna eat all of that. Like the sailors in the Navy. I can't believe those calories you're counting. Oh, you like dark chocolate. And girl, I've got a mountain. When you're through with this, you're gonna need to take a nap. Tell me, baby, you're gonna eat all of that. Munch a bunch, munch a bunch, munch a bunch, you're gonna eat it all. Munch a bunch, who's that over there? I said, J-Bum, mommy. Hey yo, hey yo, you could use a little mayo. Hey yo, I got your meat and 2 potatoes. Hey yo, I'm white and creamy like Scott Baio. Hey yo,
is the band. They are called Here Come the Mummies.
Maybe.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo. But
Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Oh,
Have you seen
that's
it?
good.
The
They wanna
minivans
go
that they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides. Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really
God,
disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
Brand new feature, Biff Whiskey, Frontier Lifeguard. As told by Arnie Whiskey, Frontier Golfer.
I should have known.
Well, I was a man about town and also at the Whiskeyville Country Club and Salad Bar. Of course, the country club, we have our very own swimming pool. And, of course, we had to have a lifeguard for the youngsters there. Well, we hired a young fellow named Biff Whiskey, and he was the lifeguard, at the pool. Well, this young fellow walks up to Biff, and he goes, "Excuse me, Biff, but what's the best way to teach a girl to swim?" Well, Biff says, "Come here, young fella." He goes, "Now, here's how it's done. First, you walk her slowly into the water, all right? Then you put your arms gently around her waist. Then you rub your hands delicately up and down her arms. Then just gotta lean over and softly kiss her on the neck." The young fella says, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister." He goes, "In that case, just push her in the deep end."
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier
Idiot.
Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's photography.
People don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
Because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you missed out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The lovely Christy Lee is here.
Oh, thank you, Joshy.
The handsome Pat Godwin over there.
Why, thank you, Judge.
The
But the regular one couldn't come in.
Hey.
The devastating Ace Cosby.
You got it right.
The ravishing Willie Griswold.
I love adjectives, man.
Oh, aren't they something?
Very descriptive.
Very descriptive.
The humble Josh Arnold here at the
Oh, really? The regular one couldn't come in.
I hate StevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And there he is. My gosh. The incredibly...
You let him fill in the blank.
The incredibly, you fill in the blank, Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you. I, among many buttholes, I consider myself one of the. Let's see, where were we? Oh, we were going to get to sports, but we're stalling as usual, having fun. I did want to do one news story, Willie, then we'll get to sports. This is a story we did earlier in the week, but I got to tell you, Josh, you're going to be really upset.
Oh, no.
This is one of those things that drives you crazy. This involves a woman who claims she's in love with an airplane.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And do you remember the one about the lady that, what was it? She married Married a pirate ghost.
Yeah, then she got divorced, remember?
That one was sad. I felt bad for those kids. I thought they were going to make it. But this, an airplane, huh?
An airplane.
Yeah.
Said she experienced some turbulence once, and that was enough. It changed her for life. Yeah.
Maybe that's really true.
Wow.
She's having a sexual relationship with an airplane. And that her name is Sarah Rodo. She's 23, and as Christy pointed out, she experienced turbulence while trying to date fellow humans. She discovered her true love on her first flight aboard a Boeing 737. Boeing 737.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that's not a small... She's a size queen, huh?
Yeah, but she now is dated, it says, many planes.
Many planes.
And by the way, she says, the wings are the sexiest part of a plane, and size doesn't matter. So she's obviously a lunatic.
Yes.
Well, I know that's a quick jump.
No, it's not. That's the problem with our culture. You can't if you can't when you recognize a nutcase now. It's got to be your mother child baby. This lady's crazy.
Man, oh man.
She's a narcissist that wants attention. But if you're in love with airplanes like this, you don't go public.
No.
That's how normal she thinks it is.
Yeah.
That's where she just loves the attention. And
oh, Sarah.
I imagine the only thing that she's going to be going down on or with is a plane. That'd be my guess. They call it a cockpit, but really.
Yeah, no, there's no...
okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. What was the one that got you so upset? Was it the woman who was in love with her sheets or something?
There's one who married a tree. There was one who...
Wasn't there one that married the Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She and is this lady? She's not like the problem with those weddings is that they like have their friends and family buy them gifts and things.
You know what, man? Like the Eiffel Tower one, the plane one, I get, but I feel like you're being bigoted with this tree lady because you're hurting the LB tree TQ community, and honestly, it's close to Arbor Day, so that's really rude.
I will try to be better. Thank you for teaching me.
It's okay. I think that joke was honestly pretty offensive, so I'm just going to chill out and move on.
No, it's not really offensive. What the offensive part is marrying the Eiffel Tower.
Boy.
Look, I suppose I guess that'd be kind of cool. You get a trip to Paris.
Well, and the replicas, if you know what I mean, she could...
Oh, yeah, there are plenty of...
do it at Kings Island or at Vegas.
Well, no, I mean...
Even the small desktop... those can actually...
Yeah.
They're tapered.
Right. Thank you for getting that.
Yeah, aren't they a little... I would think
pointy. Might hurt a little bit.
The engineering aspect of that, the flanges of the...
Right.
Never mind.
Pat, do you have a song?
Do you want to hear from the plane lady, Josh?
I'd love to.
All my lingerie's packed. I can't be late. I'm standing here outside your gate. I'm on you soon. Please take me for a ride. I have a window seat. No one can see all that horsepower rumbling under me. Already I'm so horny I could cry. So strap me in and let's have a quickie. My big plane, my silver dickie. Find that G-spot, never let me down. I'm getting it on with the jet plane. Don't know when I'll get off again. Oh, silver dickie, I love you so.
Now, I probably left out. It's my fault I left out the part. She refers to her plane that she's in love with as Dickie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
That's an expensive relationship.
Well, I think we all know people that have a lot of money are often lunatics anyway.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not that expensive. She's banging JetBlue. I just hope I'm rooting for her. I hope one day that she and the plane do get married.
Okay.
I'd like to see these kids United.
Well, thank you very much. In the spirit of doubling down.
In the spirit.
I like this new frontier we're on. I'm really feeling the spirit.
Rapidly going through every airline I can
Get on Aer Lingus any minute.
Delta.
Yeah, Aer Lingus. That's what started this whole thing.
How do you think we got started?
They'll have Delta faucets.
Okay. They may have Delta faucets at their home. Yes.
Kind of a variation on the joke theme, but we'll accept it. I remember the first time I saw Aer Lingus.
Yes.
You had to giggle, right?
I was at JFK. I was sitting in an airplane going somewhere, and I looked out the window and I saw Aer Lingus, and I thought, this can't be real. This is so funny. Then, of course, a Continental plane goes by, and the merger joke just writes itself.
Oh, sure.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there really was. Is Aer Lingus still out there?
Is that Scottish?
I don't think so.
Irish.
Mm-hmm. I knew it was one of those wacko countries.
Oh, really?
Generate Islands.
Yeah, who knows what those backwards ass people are
They
doing.
got whites, but they talk funny. Get out of here.
Yeah, come on with this.
Famine. They're surrounded by fish.
I suppose there's some guy that has a list of countries and wacko countries.
I have no doubt.
First, we're going to go by continent. Sorry, I was completely off any topic. Thanks, Pat. That was very.
I hope she gets help or finds what.
I don't know. No, I hope she jumps out of a plane without a parachute.
I certainly wish her the best.
Recycles her tissue, and then the world will be a better place.
Recycle her tissue.
They had a fight, and she just jumps.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You don't listen to me anymore.
Coming up,
Have an affair with Toronto.
I'll try this way. Pat, do you know what snooker is?
The English game.
It's like
the billiards.
Yeah,
yes,
like
kind
billiards.
of. Yeah, kind of. And I'm.
My aunt and uncle had a snooker table. Is that?
My college roommate was from Toronto, and he was into snooker.
Yeah,
but I
It's
never.
smaller than a regular billiards table.
I forget the distinction. I think it's a full size table.
Oh, okay.
And I forget it. Which is the one that doesn't have holes in the table?
Oh, I don't know.
In any event, believe it or not, there's snooker news coming up in sports.
Okay.
Not to mention a great story about Demar Hamlin coming back to the Bills to play in the NFL. So that's a story we've all been hoping.
Oh, that's the Hart guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's cool. And then there's also a really cool story coming up involving something that was in the sky over Alaska over the weekend you might have heard about.
Yeah,
Chinese spy balloon?
No. Was it a Chinese spy balloon? They're all down here. Don't be ridiculous.
They started in Alaska.
They float this way. This is a really cool thing. Did you see anybody see the pictures of the so-called sky spiral?
I did.
It's the coolest thing. We'll find out what it was and what it wasn't when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
I feel like I'm watching the dating game.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And here they are. From Columbus, Ohio. He's an inveterate masturbator. What? He's trying to grow a beard and thinking of a radio name. It's Chuck Michaels.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Oh, my. Okay.
Wasn't this for T-Berry gum or something? Didn't they use that?
They may
T-Berry
have.
Shuffle.
Now,
right?
was that indeed the dating game, or was that the newlywed game?
The Lonely Bowl.
It sounded
No,
like
what
one
was
of
the
them. I
dating
don't
game?
know.
There. Is this it? Yeah, this is the dating game.
And here they are.
He's an obsessive compulsive from Midwestern United States. He likes collecting things and telling people what to do.
Including
Ladies and
children
gentlemen,
and dogs.
They love shiny objects.
and he's just now.
He's a member of the Black Panther Party.
I didn't expect that one coming.
He didn't. And a confirmed bachelor. All right, now here they
He's
are.
fathered 9 children. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Tom Griswold.
Yeah, that's where you come around the partition. Okay.
Now, this is where you go, bachelor number one.
Hey, if I
I'm
was all greasy,
bachelorette number one.
If I were a bush,
if I dropped some food on the floor, how many seconds before you eat it?
Boston down Atlanta 119-106. Cleveland over the New York Knicks 107-90. And the Phoenix Suns down the LA Clippers 123-109. The National Hockey League playoffs underway as well. The Rangers down New Jersey 5-1. Tampa Bay over Toronto 7-3. Winnipeg down Vegas 5-1. Seattle over Colorado 3-1. Interleague play in Major League Baseball. Philadelphia knocked off the Chicago White Sox. Tampa Bay blanked Cincinnati 10-0. Baltimore wins over Washington 1-0. The Cubs down Oakland 4-0, and Milwaukee beat Seattle 6-5. In the American League, Detroit knocked off Cleveland twice in a doubleheader. The Angels, Boston, Texas, and Toronto all winners. And in the National League, Miami, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and the LA Dodgers win. Win number 200 for Clayton Kershaw in his career. Congratulations to Clayton Kershaw as the Mets lost 5-0. J.D. Martinez homered twice and drove in 4 runs, finishing with 4 hits to help the Dodgers stop New York's 5-game winning streak. Kershaw struck out 9 to pass Mickey Lolich for 22nd place on the career list with over 2,833 strikeouts. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner improved to 288 over 16 Major League seasons, the best winning percentage among the 117 pitchers to win 200 games. And that's a look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is. Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
From Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. She gave a sign for the bedroom. And I knew it was gonna be my night, all right. And then I porked an angel. Right between her 2 wings. Then I porked an angel. Crush. Scanners is her last name.
Augie Smith is our guest.
You go to California, swear to God, it's illegal to smoke cigarettes in bars and taverns. And I say, I don't know, smoking is bad for you, but who's concerned about their health in a bar? It's like, what's the complaint on this one? Excuse me, Mr. Bartender Man, I am trying to get drunk so I can drive home and have unprotected sex with some chick I just met tonight, and this guy's blowing smoke in my face. I believe that we should abolish all bar laws in America. I believe in America, the land of the free, there should be no laws in bars. And if you don't like living under no laws, then don't go to the bar. For example, I don't like Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't like what goes on at Bed Bath & Beyond. So you know what I do about it? That's That's right. I don't go there. Yeah. You know what I don't do about it? I don't picket Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't put Bed Bath & Beyond in an axis of evil with kitchen caboodle and the baby gap. I don't think that Bed Bath & Beyond should have to be 500 yards from elementary school. I just don't go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
I like Bed Bath & Beyond, doggy. I'm a divorce guy. I need them.
And I'm okay with you going there.
Thank you.
And I'm even okay with you smoking there. You know why? Because I don't go there. And it doesn't affect me.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're...
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Nice to see you all. You're looking good. Hope you're feeling good as well. Christy Lee, how are you?
I'm good, Josh. Thank you.
Thank you for being at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Ace Cosby across the way.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Sitting in, well, he's here with us every morning, and right now he's filling in
for sports
momentarily for Chick McGee, who's getting his beehole looked at, and then he has to go to the doctor.
Yeah, lucky it's not his a-hole. Wait a minute. I just thought of something.
What?
They're the same.
Speaking of a-holes, I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com.
B-holes? Hey, I'm Tom. All right. Nice to be here. Thanks very much for joining.
And there's Tom.
We appreciate it.
And thank you.
Now, we've been talking about a lot of fun stuff. I learned a new term this morning from my son, Willie. Oh, yeah.
This is a fun one, isn't it?
Great song. This is Rose Royce.
Hilarious.
And she's singing about the car wash.
Rose Royce.
Now, Willie, would you mind explaining again what the car wash idea in the shower exactly?
Yeah, you get in the shower, you bring your lady, your fella, whoever, and you give them a little rub down, make them nice and soapy. And you're doing whatever you want to do in there. You're playing with the butt. You're playing with the boobs. Maybe you're doing the hair a little bit. Give them a little head scratch. Whatever feels nice for you in the car wash.
And if you want to, you can sing this car wash song. Oh, there you go. Do a little detail work in some particular crevice.
Oh, yeah. Time to lather up that boot.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, sometimes you want to be more subtle.
Yeah. It looks like steel wool. Let's shave that baby off.
Whoa.
Do people still use steel wool? Do you guys have any of those SOS pads?
I do.
They're
Absolutely.
great.
Yes.
Although I recommend wearing rubber gloves when you're using them.
Yeah, I do too.
Are you like stripping a cast iron pan of its seasoning?
No,
or something?
you don't do that.
No.
But you can use them for other things.
Huh. Yeah, there's certain things that comes
I
in
use them for
handy.
my cookie sheets a lot.
Okay.
I love it when this show dips into DIY tips. Coming up, we have interesting news in the world of names. We have an update on the famous bear meat vending machine in Japan.
Oh, that's right.
Also, the good news in sports, actually, coming up with regard to Demar Hamlin and the Buffalo Bills. Will, you got that story?
Yeah, let's do it right now. Buffalo Bills safety Demar Hamlin took to the podium and declared he's ready to resume his football career some 4 months after going into cardiac arrest and having to be resurrected on the field during a game.
It is miraculous.
That is miraculous.
Hamlin says his heart is still in the game and adds that what happened on the field in Cincinnati isn't the end of his story. He spoke after participating in the team's voluntary workout program on Tuesday. Bills general manager Brandon Beane says Hamlin was cleared to play after a meeting with a third and final specialist on Friday. The second-year player from the Pittsburgh area collapsed on the field after making what appeared to be a routine tackle in a January 2nd game against the Bengals.
I wouldn't even play Madden. 23 years. Boy, they really haven't. They have yet to come out and say what it was.
They did yesterday. They did say it was.
Have they officially said?
The story I read yesterday said yes.
Yeah, same here. I think they do.
When he got hit at exactly
At
the right
time.
There's
Okay.
like cardios.
They pretty much know, but it's so weird.
It's a fluke, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But it does happen.
Yes.
Especially to, what did I read? High
Baseball
school
players, right?
Was it high school lacrosse players or something?
Yeah, it's anything where you can get beamed with a very small ball. So baseball, lacrosse,
and
softball.
just at the right time, it's or the wrong time, depending on how you want to. I hope that the EMTs who really are responsible for saving his life. I mean, there's no question that they were so expedient in getting to him. Have lifetime suites.
Sure. The exact diagnosis doctors gave him is commotio cordis, which is when something hits an athlete's chest directly over the heart that can cause cardiac arrest and ventricular fibrillation.
That's what they had speculated about for months. So they're finally saying that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? Man, what a weird thing. But God bless him. That's great.
Now, do you think it'll be tough for the coaches to put him in?
Well, I don't know. No,
I mean, is it going to be, hey, look, today we got a big game this afternoon. Tomorrow you'll be handling the Gatorade dump.
I think you'll look at him and go, you want in? Are you ready? And he'll say, he'll let you know. Man.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Crowd's going to go nuts.
It'll be, oh, God, can you imagine? It'll be great. It will be something.
Good for him and his family.
Now, on a weirder note in sports, Willie, do you have that snooker story? And I still don't know the difference between whatever it is.
Well, snooker is kind of short, Italian gal, and
that's Snooki.
She was on that New Jersey.
That was Snooki.
She was always warning Sam that Ronnie made out with three guys.
So you shouldn't be confused anymore.
Jersey Shore is different.
Snooker is actually in the news today.
A pair of climate activists vandalized a snooker table during the World Snooker Championship in Sheffield, England. Play was interrupted when a protester wearing a Just Stop Oil T-shirt jumped on a table and released a packet of orange powder onto the green baize.
Helpful.
So this thing looks like a pool table.
Yes. It has 6 holes.
And it looks like all 4 people watching this thing were not hurt by the orange powder that this climate activist brought along with him as he drove there in an automobile.
The match between English players Robert Milkins and Joe Perry was abandoned and rescheduled for the following day.
Milkins, yes.
At the same time, a woman leapt into the playing area and attempted to tie herself to the middle pocket of the other table in play.
I see.
The match between Mark Allen and Fan Zhenghui resumed 45 minutes later and played to a finish. Police said 2 people, a 30-year-old man and a 52-year-old woman, were arrested on suspicion of criminal damage.
Now, what if the lady who tied herself to the middle table, what if the 2 guys said, hit her in the face with one of your sticks?
I mean...
No, let me do it.
Oops.
I read somewhere that the same group tied themselves, I might not have this exactly right, but to the... to like the clubhouse turn at some horse race.
What?
On the inside of the track.
Really?
Oh, they're idiots.
Yeah. What if they said, okay, well...
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and leave them.
Yeah, try not to go too wide at the clubhouse turn.
I think this one young man protester, Daddy took a page from your book, spraying orange powder everywhere. I think you did that at my birthday dinner with Metamucil. After you had to get your aperitif, digestif, whatever that's called.
I'd like to go on record saying Metamucil is a good career move, no matter how old you are. Wow. I would like to see these guys try doing this, I don't know, say in one of those mega $1 million camel races in Saudi Arabia.
What are they going to tie themselves to? The camel?
Well, it doesn't matter where they tie themselves to because it's going to somehow turn into dust.
Yeah, there's a reason they're doing this at snooker and not UFC tournaments.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, it seems we have a protester who's dead. Okay. Well, back to the fight.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Looks appears one of our very fit, angry young men is taking it on someone who interrupted his career by punching them in the face very hard twice, and they're dead now.
How much money is at stake here? They really do want to win.
He didn't tap out. So.
Wow. Yeah, an odd thing to do, a snooker tournament.
Yeah.
Now, that may have, I jokingly say there weren't a lot of people watching, but who knows? That may be a huge...
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It could draw 3 million viewers or whatever.
Snooker could be the pickleball of Sheffield, England, for all we know.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Pickleball's huge.
Big.
Yeah, not here. We're snooker folks.
Everybody plays pickleball.
And again, someone can help me here. I don't know the answer to this. There's pool tables, right, with the pockets.
Sure.
Obviously, that we all do. But what are the ones that have no pockets?
I don't know what that is, but there's also bumper pool. Remember that?
I loved bumper pool. Yeah. My grandparents had a table.
Yeah, that was fun. That's the smaller table with the things in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah. The bumpers. Yeah.
Is that the game where you take one of the balls while your brother has his hand on the table and then you fling it at it and it hits his finger and then he chases you around the house till you cry? Is that what that game is?
I'm with you, Willie. That's every billiards game. Man, we had fun doing that.
If you want to go down a rabbit hole on the internet, Google pool trick shots.
Insanity.
Yeah.
The physics makes I'll never get it, but
They're very good at geometry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those are really fun to watch. I especially like the ones where they have other objects on the table, like, lit cigarettes, champagne glasses.
Right.
Something that could go, we filled the champagne glass with gasoline. And there's a lit cigarette on the edge. If anything goes wrong, this whole place is going up.
I may protest that, man. Hey, wait a minute, fellas. How about front row?
Josh, could you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Coach Ralph Fontaine.
Hey, Coach.
Kids call me Coach, kids call me Skip, kids call me Vampire, because I bring the bats. You understand that?
Of course.
Well, I can't believe you guys are giving Demar Hamlin a pat on the back for saying he'll play again. I had to take my ball cap off. Hell, that's what he's paid to do. I tell my kids, I take my kids out to right field, get away from the parents. There's a reason why parents and parasite are almost spelled the same. You understand that? I have my kids take a knee, keeps the dipsticks from picking the grass when I talk. I say, eyes on me, ears on the message, mind on the mission. Any kid that gets hurt needs to get up and rub dirt on it. Same thing with Demar. Hell, I teach my kids. You see a line drive, charge it. That's what I did when I played. I charged line drives. Now, sure, when I eat sloppy joes down, might taste like metal, but that's baseball. I'll see you on the winner's bracket.
All right, Skip. Thank you.
Okay, Coach. By the way, speaking of going down the rabbit hole, I went down the rabbit hole on Babe Ruth yesterday.
What got you doing that?
What a fascinating thing going on. It was like, cause no one was that famous back. It was like the early era of being famous.
He was potentially the first superstar.
Yeah, I would see that.
And a really interesting guy. He did a lot of good on the way out there. Now we have coming up more sports. Willie's got some NBA stuff. We have an update on the famous bear meat vending machine in Japan. Speaking of food, King Charles and
Camilla,
the Queen Consort.
Yes.
Yes. They've chosen
call her names.
They've chosen that's what they call her.
Oh, the consort.
She's going to be Queen Camilla at, I think, on Coronation Day.
When is that?
May 6th.
And by the way, if you care about any of that, please change the channel.
Oh, my friend's having a party that morning at 5 a.m. Would you like to come over?
Can you please record it? Because I need a new car alarm.
Any good American will be hungover from Cinco de Mayo, all right?
Good point.
I'm not participating in other countries' cultures.
What day of the week is May 6th?
Wait a second.
Saturday
the
morning.
Cinco de Mayo thing is.
Cinco de Mayo is the most American holiday I can think of, buddy.
Coronation and the Kentucky Derby aren't the same day, are they?
It might be.
Wow. That's a long...
That is a terrible day for big hats. My goodness.
Yeah.
If you're a big hat maker, you're going to be... This is your tax season right now.
Oh, yeah.
Same day, May 6th.
If you're,
big day for horse
a fancy milliner.
Now, isn't the coronation at 2 a.m. or something?
Yeah, that's why. Well, the party starts
Here.
at 5 a.m.,
Right.
so it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But trust me, I'll be... If I'm not asleep, I'll have my TV off.
Okay. Well, don't say you weren't invited.
Yeah, okay.
The cackling during that.
Oh, I get a new teacup. I'm excited.
You want to get your boyfriend excited, get a couple of D cups and fill them with
He's
Jell-O.
not complaining. Thank you.
I didn't mean to be offensive. Right now, some of us want to get going here with some cool stuff coming up in the news. We've got Ali Breen coming up with Sexy Time.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'll have some more treats coming up in sports. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process. It can be especially confusing, it seems, especially these days. I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday who was a psychologist, and she was saying, it's like everybody's got PTSD right now. The world's been very confusing with all the stuff going on. This is why perhaps you've been thinking maybe a little therapy would be helpful for me. Well, this is where BetterHelp comes in because it's all done online. It's really revolutionizing therapy, and many, many people have been making use of BetterHelp and their services. The way it works is BetterHelp connects you to licensed therapist, and then you work with that therapist. And by the way, this can be done with a camera on. It can be done just with the speaking. It can be done with the equivalent of texting back and forth. Whatever works for you and whatever is convenient for you. Once again, it's done online. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, perhaps BetterHelp is the one you want to try. Entirely online. For your convenience. Fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge, and work to perhaps discover your potential with BetterHelp. It's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. That'll knock 10% off your first month. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT show. When we come back, we have Willie at the sports desk with a cool world record and some other interesting news about outer space. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank.
From what we understand, the art of the vajazzling begins with a waxing. Is that correct?
Yes.
How much preparation have we had so far? Has the
Well, she's gotten a Brazilian.
Oh,
she's done that already. We didn't do that here.
Okay,
Prove
good.
it.
No, we didn't do that. Prove it. Marianne.
The epilation has already taken place.
Yes.
And when was that done?
Yesterday. You can go as low as you want to go.
Or as high as you want to, right?
For today's purposes, we're going a little bit above the panty line.
And presumably there's some kind of glue used?
Yeah, we're using eyelash glue today.
Really?
Okay. Do you mind? Should I go in there so I can see this?
I think you should. Yeah, get right down. Eyeball that thing, Tom.
Do you mind, Hillary, would you mind if I
go in there?
No, of course not.
You don't mind if I come in? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we need you.
It's better than you pressing your face up against the window.
Licking the window.
Tom is heading in. The ladies from the Naked Monkey are about to.
He's going to pet the monkey.
What design are we doing today?
We're doing the Bob and Tom logo.
I'm attempting the.
Are you really?
Is that right?
Uh-huh. This is really nice. Now, let me try to describe this so you can see. Above the panty line, a number of sort of, are these rhinestones?
Yes.
Yeah. Rhinestones, are those already glued on?
Yes.
They are, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're glued on in kind of an arc, and then she already has the word Bob above the panty line in little teeny rhinestones.
Oh, really? And Tom,
nice.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
So she's pretty fast with this stuff.
Yeah, she's very good.
So have you noticed an upsurge in popularity in having
Since
this
Jennifer
done?
Love Hewitt?
Well, actually, just since you guys started talking about
really?
it.
Nice. Okay.
The T in Tom is not cooperating.
Well, of course.
What a surprise.
What are the odds?
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
Guys, do you think it's a good idea?
Well, I need to see the finished product. But
I think.
Bravo, Dick McGee.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, only another 12 years. Till the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Baby Jessica. Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're talking with comedian Rick Schrader.
I'm a stepfather, too, which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You're not like my real dad. That's right. You can find me. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories.
I'll tell you what I sound like when I make love to a woman. Yeah. I'm actually pretty bad at it. I call it making like. When I make like to a woman, I sound like a very scared man who's crossing a very thin sheet of ice. And all he's trying to do is get to the side alive. Sounds something like this. Oh my God. I'm so scared. I can do this. Oh, thank God that's over with. Oh my God. I have to lay down.
That's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Like every time you get to the plane, they talk about the flotation seat. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. This is what they got everything just confused.
It's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
It's crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's
clarify, Pat.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
And there's Pat Godwin at the music desk. Hey there, Tobias. Ace Cosby across the way. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
He's picking up the slack that Chick McGee has left us because he's got some health, being proactive about his body.
Get checked out.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com's sidekick chair. And I think today I'm actually going to start gathering together all my stuff to do my taxes. And there's Tom.
See you in prison.
For the first time in 5 years, I didn't file an extension yesterday. I was so happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine done about a month ago.
Oh.
But yesterday I had to pay my quarterly. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
You pay your taxes, and then you have to
pay your taxes.
Pay your future taxes.
Okay. Well, Josh, I enjoy it when you have to kind of go off your normal routine here in the show.
Isn't it? I can't tell if you hate it or...
You get really nervous.
I don't get that nervous.
And then you start stumbling.
I stumble a lot. But it's not nerves. It's,
and then you forget where you're going.
It's stupidity.
Well, Chick is having an important medical procedure done today.
Yes.
That men of a certain age and ladies of a certain age should always have done. So don't...
Just like our friend.
Hesitate to ask a medical professional about things like colonoscopies and other things that you need to get done. Please talk to a medical professional. Do not Google on the internet and talk to some tree-hugging moron. Well, rather than getting a colonoscopy, I decided to shove a pine cone up my ass.
That is a bad
And then
move.
I sent it
That
to
once.
sent it to this guru who took a whiff and determined I was cancer-free. Then I dropped dead.
Hey, you keep Raj Khalifa out of this, all right?
That almost is a true story.
I've no doubt. Yeah, come on.
I don't want to go into too many details, but a certain dead person I used to know decided.
Hey, one less birthday gift you got to buy. Huh?
Yeah.
Try to look at the bright side.
There you go. One less person using up energy in this continent. Okay. Willie G sitting in for Chick McGee at the sports desk. Any other sporting news over there?
Clayton Kershaw delivered a vintage performance for his 200th win, pitching 7 splendid innings of 3-hit ball as the Dodgers defeated the Mets 5-0. J.D. Martinez homered twice and drove in 4 runs, finishing with 4 hits to help the Dodgers stop New York's 5-game winning streak. Kershaw struck out 9 to pass Mickey Lolick for 22nd place in the career list with 2,833 strikeouts. Way to go, Clayton.
All right.
Yeah.
Diggy, diggy, lie, lie, diggy, diggy, lo. Oh.
What is that?
That's Doug
That's an
Kershaw.
old-timey Doug.
Oh.
The fiddle player.
Doug Kershaw, ladies and gentlemen.
Christy Doug Kershaw.
Fine musician. I don't know
Yeah.
why you would say anything negative about Mr. Kershaw. Many know his work.
There's no way in hell you listen to this at the time.
One of my roommates.
I can't see
How did you know? Where do you think that song came from?
Well, I'm sure it was on the radio at one point, and you climbed down off your ladder to change the station.
That's correct. And what's your complaint?
You didn't dance on the roof to that?
I don't see you playing that at Columbia on the weekends.
Yeah, right.
My roommate used to crank that.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he like a country?
Big country fan, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that sounds like a song that you play while you're trading fish for beer. That is a really kind of silly song.
Yeah, but it kind of is a crossover because it's silly enough, and there's a certain cool. Listen to it. It's got kind of a cool thing going here.
It's awesome.
It's got like yodeling.
Yeah, not everybody can do that.
Yeah, it's got like a little bit of Switzerland, a little bit of Kentucky.
Yes.
Got everything.
It's got that, Roger Miller.
It's got all of white people's worst contributions to music. It's got yodeling. Got a jug in there.
You can clap on the ones and the twos if you like. But this actually ties in with something you said.
Transcends cultural bounds.
It's got something that earlier on we were talking about. We were just teasing the what's it called? The coronation.
Oh, boy, the look of disdain on your face.
Wait, come on. Give me a break.
This is a big deal for a lot of people in the world.
They're idiots, okay? If you care about Meghan Markle and what's his face, you're a moron.
I don't care about them, and they won't be there. Well, Harry will, but she won't.
Whether or not I couldn't care less.
Mm-hmm.
She could parachute in naked, and I hope the screaming isn't too loud. I wouldn't care. But the larger point that you made was, I forget who, maybe it was Willie, or somebody said, the coronation is the same day as the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Josh made that.
So therefore,
observation.
you made a mathematical judgment about headwear.
Yeah, Willie suggested that as a big day for big hats, fancy hats.
Yeah.
Man.
It's the milliner's holiday.
So then the question becomes, what super rich a-hole is going to attend both?
Do you think there will be somebody?
With a jet?
Yeah, someone's going to have their jet standing by and their big hat, and they'll be at the coronation, then jet over to watch the Derby. You think it'll happen?
Is there a really
timing issue.
notable American with some sort of British influence or tie-ins, or the other way?
Or just that sounds like something Oprah could do, or Tom Cruise, or...
Yeah.
Tom Cruise would do it. He'd pilot his own plane on the way back, too.
Yeah.
And then he'd jump out onto the Derby and then land on the horse that
Is
won.
this a celebrity event, the coronation? Will there be a bunch of A-listers
I think
at
so.
this thing? or-
A-holers is the word you're looking
No.
Sure, yeah.
You have to have an invitation, don't you? I don't know how many.
Yeah, but I can't imagine they weren't like, hey, we can't invite Elton John or whatever the hell.
We can have more than one queen at this event. Call Elton.
Well, and yeah,
Elton would
Andrew
like
Lloyd
that
Webber
joke.
and
Elton would love that.
Yes,
joke. God, come on.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, I think he wrote the coronation song or something.
Did he?
Yeah.
Another reason I won't watch. The Phantom of the Opera closed after 35 years, and I was fortunately able to miss it every performance.
Oh, I saw it twice.
You got to see it at least once.
Yeah.
No, you know
When
what?
the chandelier
You
falls
don't,
on you, you
but-
have to.
Yeah.
I like the guy that's going, I wasn't going to watch the royal coronation or whatever, but now that they got the guy from Cats to be there, I'm tuning in.
But we do have a story coming up about the coronation and the official, breakfast food or something.
Oh, really?
Yes, they've released the recipe. I've already got Jessica Hooker setting up to make us.
The royal
wanna do
sausage
that
and
now?
peppers sandwich.
Yeah, you can throw it in if you
King
want.
Charles and his wife Camilla have chosen something called coronation quiche as their signature dish.
Keep it.
The king and the queen.
He wanted to go really masculine. So his idea of doing, something like venison quiche.
Real men eat quiche.
Yes.
Yeah.
The king and the queen consort chose the dish personally in the hope it will be a centerpiece to many a coronation big lunch. The quiche includes spinach, broad beans, cheese, and tarragon. I'm not sure what broad beans are.
Well, if there are beans, there may be. Well, let me figure this out.
A royal
the coronation queef
or the royal toot.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, really? That's not caused by beans?
They're a musical fruit, remember? The recipe created by royal chef Mark Flanagan was published onto all of the royal family's social media platforms, allowing anyone to make the dish for the king's coronation on May 6th.
Quiche for the new king.
Did I hear fart and nookie in that?
Fire the new king.
Fire.
Please.
Sorry.
For the new king.
Fire the new king.
I heard that, what's his name?
I did it all for the new king.
What's the guy's, the brother's name?
Who?
The king's brother.
You got your Harry.
Andrew?
Oh, Philip?
Andrew.
Andrew, yeah.
One who's, I
Philip
heard
was dead, right?
Yeah, he wanted to have fur burgers.
Oh.
And so in his honor, we dug up this American classic.
Are you tired of feeling guilty and being scolded by friends and family just because you want to wear a nice fur coat? Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman, owner of Gleckman's Fur Emporium. At Gleckman's, we don't just raise an animal, skin it, and then toss the carcass out just to make you a fancy schmancy fur coat. No, we use every part of every animal. It's like recycling, and it takes the guilt out of wearing fur. Did you know that exotic animals are low in calories and when prepared properly are quite delicious? That's why next to Gleckman's Fur Emporium, we opened our new restaurant.
Oh, no.
Fur Burgers.
You love the fur. Have you tried the meat? Fur burgers are fun to eat. Fur burgers.
That's right. Fur Burgers. The next time you eat out, dive into a delicious fur burger. Dine on exotic leopard, munch on a mink, or simply wrap your lips around a succulent, hot, and juicy beaver. At Fur Burgers, ask any one of our satisfied customers. Sir, how's that fur burger? It's great.
Fur burgers. I know it's meat, but it smells like fish.
Don't worry, it tastes like chicken.
In between our buns, there's a tasty treat. Fur burgers are fun to eat. Fur burgers.
And don't forget our fur burger dessert. Delicious rabbit, cooked in a pastry shell. We like to call it a hair pie. That's Fur Burgers, located off I-69, down from the Y, next to the Gap. In our lobby, look for the picture of me, Morty Gleckman, with our mascot, Barry the Beaver.
Mounted?
No, we're just shaking hands. That's Fur Burgers. Tell them Bob and Tom sent you, and you'll get seated lickety-split.
By the way, for you aspiring comedy writers, if you'd been in the writing room for that, we violated one of the principal rules.
Which is?
When you've thrown up every joke possible, toss a couple of them. You'll notice in that one, the tags, it's like, okay, how do we get lickety split in there? I got an idea. We haven't played that in years.
And you're saying they're going to be serving that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was the story again? The king consort? What is it called?
The king and the queen consort are doing a dish called the coronation quiche, which will include spinach. Broad beans, by the way, are fava beans. I looked that up.
You ever flick the old
Cheese
broad
and
bean?
tarragon. What?
You ever flick the old broad bean?
No, but I've had it with some nice Chianti.
Thank you. The point is,
I think like to rate those.
This is the official food of the coronation, and people
Yes.
are all over England and the world
We're gonna make it.
this. So we're going to make it here. I mean, I'm sure Ms. Hooker is such a good chef that I'm sure that it will be delicious. But yeah, my point was that Prince Andrew, is that what they call this clown? Yeah. He wanted to have a fur pie. Ferber. Sorry, I just think the whole king-queen thing is ridiculous. You may recall the Revolutionary War. Oh, sure, there are complicated aspects to this, but
No, I'm tired of them damn redcoats. Let's get fired up about that.
although I don't know, maybe it's working out better than our democracy. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you here.
God, jeez.
We'll have to work on a sequel to King Chuck, Pat.
Yeah, do that.
Our tribute to
a big coronation coming up.
And that's, what is it again? May what?
May 6th.
May 6th, okay.
Yes.
Do you suppose do they have an official lunch?
A big lunch,
Oh,
it
I'm
sounded
sure.
like. Yeah.
That's got to be awkward. Can you imagine the pressure of sitting down with the King of England and 75 people, and you got to figure out which fork to use? And
I think if you were invited to the coronation lunch, you probably already know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's not your first rodeo, if you know what I mean.
What's Charles' brother's name?
Andrew.
Andrew. Yeah, he'll probably be requesting veal.
he likes it young.
Yes, he does.
That's such a good joke.
I love the view.
Boy.
Okay, well.
How's he still just walking around?
It's called money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I just mean,
I've never worked a day in my life, but I make $1 million.
Are they embarrassed of him? Like, is he, you know, oh,
Yeah.
geez, he's got to be here.
I'm sure they laugh about him in the room full of stolen artifacts. I'm sure. He's so bad, they say.
He will be at the coronation, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I bring a +1?
Oh, Sarah won't be
we'll have her ID checked.
Plus 18,
She'll be
I mean.
18.
She has a library card.
So sorry. Let's see now.
It says here, no kids, please. You don't mean that, do you?
You're kidding, right?
She doesn't want the quiche. She wants me to take her to Wimpy's for a burger.
Do you have a juice box?
You got the juice box at Wimpy's? Good to know. When we come back, we'll try to get the show back on the rails. Coming up, Ali Breen with Sexy Time. And we've got some cool news stories and some more sports. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls. And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. They're great.
Yeah.
Sure.
You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a pool place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once.
Oh, wow.
That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
With
to.
these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah,
You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, "Hey, I like you or whatever. And you want to see some good pictures? Hey, yeah, semicolon close parenthesis. I do. And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, hey, these are hot.
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper.
Yeah.
I want to feel special.
See them with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
A curious toddler Tuesday earned the title of one of the tiniest White House intruders after he squeezed through the metal fencing on the north side of the executive mansion. U.S. Secret Service Uniform Division officers who are responsible for security at the White House walked across the North Lawn to retrieve the tot and reunite him with his parents on Pennsylvania Avenue. Access to the complex briefly restricted while officers conducted the reunification. Officers questioned the parents before allowing them to continue on their way. Maybe the first successful intrusion onto the complex since the White House fence doubled in height to roughly 13 feet after a series of security breaches over the previous several years. J-Hope, a member of K-pop sensation BTS, has entered a South Korean boot camp to start his 18-month compulsory military service. He's become this group's second member to join the country's army. Hybe Corp, the parent company of BTS's management agency, says the 29-year-old singer entered the camp Tuesday. In December, BTS member Jin became the band's first to enter the Army after revoking his request to delay his conscription. There was a heated public debate in 2022 over whether to offer special exemptions of mandatory military service for BTS members. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Matt Weinhold is our guest, wow.
I still love Star Trek. Do you guys keep up with any of that stuff?
I'm not a
Star Trek
Trekkie
and Babylon
fan, no.
5 and all that. I love all that stuff. Pretty much anything that will not get me laid, I'm into. But I actually have had sex, which sort of makes me like the Fonzie of the Star Trek convention. You know, these conventions.
Oh, man, it's Matt. He's been with a girl.
Right. Right. I actually bring a girl into these things. Say, where'd you meet her? On the internet? No. I met her at a bar. Whoa! We're not worthy.
Oh, that's great.
Things are so complicated. Remember the good old days when all you needed for romance was a van and some chloroform?
Sure.
Yes! What happened to those days?
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. All right, hit it, Boner.
Well, it's good, guys, but it's too damned expensive. I mean, Jesus, what supposed to do? I drive a big car, and I'm towing a trailer. Got a good boat, and it needs gas too, but they're price gouging. That's pretty good. My best friend works fuel service. He swears they don't even say what to charge. It's them fat cats, the ones living in Egypt. We're all struggling while they're living large, 'cause they're price gouging. Hey, less guitar, Boner. But it's convenient. I can go get a fill up, grab a 6-pack and a honey bun. But them Arabs over in Europe deserve it when I pump and run, 'cause they're price gouging. that Todd Boner? What the hell you doing, Boner?
Singing harmony part.
Well, this ain't Nelson. This ain't a Nelson tape. Let's find out at the
I
end.
actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
There you go. Thank you.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, and my gosh, if that isn't Christy Lee over there.
Hi, Josh.
Sitting at the news desk, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Josh.
Already killing it with the music this morning.
Glad she was sitting at the news desk.
Hey, Josh.
Extraordinarily awkward.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
My last day because I'd be put in a home.
Willie Griswold across the way.
Good morning.
Chick McGee is getting some stuff done.
Probed.
To his rear canal.
Check it. Check it for Andretti. Check it.
I'm Josh Arnold. At the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair, there's Tommy.
Yes, and although I'm not a doctor, I do give medical advice on the radio, and my advice is talk to medical professionals.
Yes.
One of the things that you may want to do is get a colonoscopy.
It's easy.
Look into it. It's easy, fun, and it could save your ass. Literally. That's the campaign that should do.
Yes.
Save your ass and the rest of your body by helping to prevent cancer. Your chick's getting some checks done, and good for him. And please talk to a medical professional. Get all those tests you need done. You're going to be fine. Now, where was I? Let's see. We last left you with King Charles.
King Chuck.
So is he technically the king already?
Yeah. Well, yes, but he's not. The coronation is not until May 6th.
So, but
I'm sure he still gets the red box. Yeah, you know.
Is this like that? Is this that sort of little period between, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, for when the president's elected and then he's
inauguration.
inaugurated.
Yeah.
You can't say red box and then little period back to back. I'm not mature.
Our mindset is a lot different.
God, you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, menstruation. No, is the red box what the
during the Kennedy administration?
The
news comes
when he was assassinated. See, Lyndon Johnson wasn't president until he took the oath of office on board Air Force One.
So juvenile.
Well, you said two in a
Really?
row.
Yes.
You're the one who's talking about
Periods.
Red
Yeah, I
box.
get it.
Yeah.
You think we're juvenile? This guy's going to be putting on some exotic animal killed by one of his ancestors. Well, he got the last leopard. Oh, make him a coat. Put him on the king. He's going to have a funny suit and a crown.
Is that real snow leopard?
Are you just jealous because you can't be king?
He's king because of bloodlines. And,
yeah, that's usually how it works.
I'm king because I chose to be.
Okay.
There's a distinction.
If you were to have
Mine is mental illness.
If you were to have a coronation, what would your food of choice be?
Spaghetti.
Oh,
all right.
Spaghetti all around.
Because it's so awkward. Because if they have this royal lunch, can you? I mean, you would be so uptight.
It's got to suck.
I mean, the linens would be pressed and.
What is wrong with you guys that you don't like formal events?
They're terrible. Let me think.
No,
now.
they're not.
Everything
uncomfortable, not fun.
Yeah.
I like them, but I get secretly drunk at them. I have a flask. They're very fun if you're not playing by the rules. They're a great. They're a great place to
That's
goof.
true. I always feel like I'm in one of those Three Stooges movies.
Yes.
Where they run amok.
Right.
Those are so great.
Just putting on airs. I can't stand it.
They never give you enough dressing, right, Josh? Remember that?
I said, Elton.
I believe it was butter.
Sir Elton, are you going to eat that roll? It looks like you haven't missed one in a while.
I just saw a recent clip of Elton John yelling at his sound guy during one of his shows.
The monitor guy.
I just wanted that.
He lost his mind.
You want that sound guy to come up and go, aren't you a billionaire? You're screaming at me?
Fire the guy in the middle of the show.
God, you flaming pain in the ass.
Do you think anybody at this coronation lunch will actually eat?
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you don't want to get tomato sauce on your
Well, they're not going to have spaghetti
tails.
like you would have. But
That's why I'd have spaghetti.
Yeah, you
make it a little less fun. Please wear shorts.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe instead of having the coronation lunch, give the money to homeless people in London. I don't know. Maybe that might be a good look for him. But they're going to have quiche.
Yes.
Now, for this luncheon, I wonder if are they going to have that at their own luncheon, or are they going to have?
I don't know.
Do you get
I
an
can
invite
look
where
it
it
up.
says, "Do you want the chicken, the steak, or the fish, or the vegan sausage?" This, of course, the sausage for King George was made of peasants.
I was going to ask if there was a kosher meal, but I forgot this was invite only.
Also, it's British food.
No.
What do you want? Whatever's not boiled. How about that?
That'll be nothing. Oh, look at this beautiful filet mignon. Boil it, Fred. Once again,
It just says the quiche will be served at his coronation luncheon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The quiche doesn't even have like lobster in it. It's not boring.
It doesn't.
So I have a question. You go to some place, and I don't know, like I don't know, the trampoline place or Chuck E. Cheese where some kid's having a birthday.
Yeah.
And the birthday boy's wearing the paper crown or whatever on his head while they're having lunch. Do you suppose Charles is going to leave the crown on?
Oh, during lunch? I would never take it off. Yes, I hope he... You have to keep it on.
He's walking around talking to people at the tables. And what they say, hey, that crown looks great. Do they fit it for each... Is this the one that his grandfather wore?
I'm sure they make it fit.
Yeah,
He's
they
wearing
must
that long,
fit it.
does he? Chrissy, does he wear it a long time? That day?
I don't know. You guys are asking me.
You should wear it. Well, you are the one who's most interested in this stuff.
Well,
yeah, I love it when they have the people on that are the experts.
Yeah,
yes. Never actually met them, but they spend their whole life talking about them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this is the crown that Charles wore. It's made of the gunwale of the ship that great uncle went down on, and while going down on Lawrence of Arabia, quite homosexual.
Oh yes, he certainly was.
Yes, he knew what goes where. Yes.
Real bugger.
The sound really got me there.
Yeah, I see.
Apparently, coronation chicken was served at Queen Elizabeth's coronation in 1953.
But it was dry as a popcorn.
It looks like it was dry.
Just awful.
Young roasting chicken, curry paste, red wine, apricot halves, mayonnaise, whipping cream, and a watercress garnish.
More
like a salad.
Curry paste. No, thank you.
Delightful.
They never give you enough curry paste, do they, Pat?
Yeah. I understand you get it totally for free, but please, can we use other ingredients?
Andrew wants more baby carrots over here.
No, in your mouth, Andrew.
No, allow your date to feed herself.
You know, I'm thinking we should do a live broadcast of the coronation. We should just watch the coronation,
Just mock it.
and mock it as it's going on. I bet we'd get
That'd be
50,000 people watch.
If we do it, I want to get a beer sponsor, and I'm going to do a power hour. Take a shot of beer every hour. So just by the end, I'm just a total idiot, and I can laugh at these fancy nerds in their dresses and crowns.
Crowns.
Now, we'll move on from our discussion of the royal family and the royal lunch. You wouldn't think they'd opt
It's really
for
confusing how to...
chicken. I mean, come on, wouldn't they go with... At least go with steak or
I'd be
roast beef.
So mad.
Well,
if I
according
were,
to this,
Or lamb, something
we have
English.
chicken breast.
they have lamb.
You what? Chicken.
Everyone served at the street party, and I'm not really familiar what that means. Recipes are Ken Hom's coronation roast rack of lamb with Asian-style marinade, coronation aubergine, and strawberry and ginger trifle. So that's a little more fancy.
I don't know aubergine. What is it?
Aubergine?
Yeah.
Isn't that eggplant? I thought it was, but...
Oh, that is what they call eggplant, isn't it?
Isn't it?
No, he was the actor on
That could be-
Benson.
Robert Aubergine. Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he ended up on, I think he was in some episodes of MASH, too, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that guy's last name?
Yeah, Jean Aubergine. Yeah. Something like that.
Idea.
Aubergine. Yeah, I think it's an eggplant, but...
Okay. Sounds delicious.
Well, good. Coming up, we still haven't finished sports. I blame
Nope.
myself. We have an update on the bear meat vending machine. Now, see, that'd be cool. You go to
If
the
he went to
coronation.
if he had bear meat?
Yeah, now we're
a bear
talking.
meat quiche?
Yeah, especially like the Charles himself went off into the Rockies and found a grizzly and killed it.
Oh, dude. Awesome.
There
Yeah.
you go. Show some balls.
Yeah, King. Quiche, please.
Okay. We're coming back with all that stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
I'm trying the Pearson's nut roll,
which is kind of like a payday, but it looks like it's about twice as big.
very similar, but twice as big.
You like it?
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Not bad.
I want to see if Chick can tell the difference.
We're doing a blind taste
okay.
test.
Tom's going to come over here and...
Okay, Chick, you have a blindfold on your head.
I do. It's not over my eyes yet, though.
No, you're the Karate Kid right now.
Oh.
What?
Can you, Chick, can you stand up and put your arms out and one leg up?
Why don't you talk into a mic?
Because I was showing the camera crew.
Okay.
There we are.
Is this on?
That one's on.
Yeah, it's on.
It won't seem to want to stay in the upright position here.
Because you're a boy.
Okay. I have these have been marked. One is the nut roll and one is the payday.
All right.
And Chick has been blindfolded.
Hi, how are you?
Okay. Here, Christy.
See if we can tell the difference between...
we have the one. I'm going to get one of these.
Can I hold it?
Not yet.
Can I hold it by the nuts?
At random. At random. Okay. Now, open your mouth.
No, because you're going to do something.
I'm going to put one.
I want to hold it. No, you're not putting anything in my mouth I can't hold.
No, that's a payday, Chick. Trust me on that.
It's this.
It's one of the nut rolls. Is what I should say.
Well, okay. When I that might have queered the deal. I'm going to start over now. So you're not going to know. I'm going to spin this around.
He's looking. All right.
I'm going to.
All right. What's going on? I can't see anything.
Okay.
Now, are you guys messing with me?
No.
Is he putting his penis on my head again?
No, he's not. Nothing,
are you sure?
Nothing of the sort.
All right.
Okay. Try that one.
What's so funny? What did I do? What happened?
No, seriously. Holding your.
I want to know if you can tell the difference between the payday and the Pearsons.
Okay, which one is this? Just take it. Put your hand out.
Just put your hand out and take it now.
What is it?
It's either a Pearson's nut roll or a payday.
Which one?
It smells like a payday.
Well, take a bite of it.
Oh yeah, that might have a little cheese on it.
Which one do you think that is?
Did you rub this on your crotch?
No, even more. He put it in his pants.
It tastes familiar.
Which one do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to.
Okay, well now take that one.
Here's the second one.
I didn't really care for it though.
You didn't like that one?
Take the second one.
I did take the second one. I'm still chewing the first one.
Let me see the first one.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Hold that one up, Chick. Okay.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Where did you have this one on your butt? Did you put this on your butt?
No.
All right.
Do you want a palate cleanser or are you okay to go?
I'm okay to go.
Okay, this is the second one. Now, do you think that's a payday or is that the...
This one doesn't taste as salty.
That's probably because Christy licked all the salt off of it.
Christy had that in her mouth before I put it in my mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I licked it.
She licked all the salt off that one.
How is it?
So which one do you think that is? Do you want to do it again?
No.
Oh, yeah, you do. Come on.
We can do it. We can do it right. We really cheated the first time. I got to tell you.
Can you tell which one?
Okay.
I think the second one.
I'm opening these. I'm opening these live on the air.
Was the Petersons.
The second one.
Mm-hmm. And the first one was the payday.
Tom?
No.
No, you got it wrong.
I got it backwards?
Backwards, yeah.
Okay, now try it again. Here we go.
Which one's that?
Straight from the box. That was not in my crotch, and Christy did not lick it.
Yeah.
When you say straight from the box, what does that mean?
I mean the wrapper.
Kind of fishy, Bob. A little sardine-like.
Okay.
I'll be done.
No, I didn't touch
Do you like that one?
Uh-huh.
All right. This is the payday.
Okay, now try this one. Tell me what you think this is. This is straight from the wrapper. Is it the Pearsons or is it the payday?
That's a Pearson.
You got it right the second time.
That's right.
Hey.
Well, it was probably the crotch cheese and the licking that ruined the first test. So it really wasn't scientific.
When you lick all the salt off it, it just isn't any fun anymore.
I think I'm going to do the show from now on blindfolded.
Well, unfortunately, we have to take off.
Hey, by the way, thanks for the paydays, chick.
You're welcome.
Oh, you bought those?
Oh, yeah.
You did, huh?
Well, $12 worth of candy bar. That's the kind of cash I got thrown out.
But Bob, you enjoyed the Pearson's
I did, but
salted nut roll?
I have to admit, I like the payday better.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
My wife's like, what'd you do now? You're on TV again.
What did you do? You're on this officer, Mike Armstrong. Made matters worse on Thursday night.
See why I don't drink? Yeah, the guy, but he sued me.
He sued you?
Yeah,
How are you supposed to know he's not a drunk?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
Please.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Telling us she heard Tom sneezing earlier this morning, and you thought you would see what when you came in?
Brains on the counter.
I know I'm losing my mind. I just didn't realize it was one booger at a time.
Pat Godwin over there.
Hi, Josh.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold. I'm going to go with Griswold. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, that's it.
Like Molly Ringwald?
That's right. I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. And Tom, yes, you have your hand raised.
Could you kill the music over there? I'd like to be introduced by Aruba Ray, if you don't mind.
Hey, it's Tom Griswold over there.
Ray!
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Ray.
I don't think we've talked off the air about
Not doing
this character.
Oh, sorry. Is there a problem?
Potentially.
Oh, sorry. I love the real Aruba Ray.
Me too.
He's a great human being.
He's reached out.
Oh, sorry.
Has he really?
I'd like to be introduced by Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I have a feeling this isn't going to work for you, and in a couple weeks we're going to get visited by like Bermuda J or something.
I'd love to be in Bermuda right now.
I've never been.
Me either.
Never going to go.
great.
That triangle down there, poof, what are you guys, fools?
I'm fascinated by it.
Me too.
I'm not going in there, though. I'm not going to be a statistic.
Oh, did you see that story on CBS Sunday Morning about the treasure hunter that lives down in the Bermuda Triangle, near the Bermuda Triangle?
Oh, they're going to find
He's found a lot of treasure. It's incredible. Yeah.
Did you get to keep it? Is it finders keepers or all those?
Well, actually, he's so rich because he sold a multi-million
How rich is he?
Yeah, very. Sold a multi-million-dollar company. So he and his wife moved to the Bahamas, and they give everything back to the Bahamas, and they have a museum there now, and it's pretty incredible.
Altruistic.
So they're friendly pirates, I guess.
They're not really pirates. They're finding what's already down there.
Do they talk like pirates at least?
No.
Arr, arr. I'm rich.
I wore my pirate coin today, my Spanish.
Well, that's very nice.
thing.
Well, we need to move forward and get back to Willie G. Sitting in for Chick McGee at the sports desk. Anything we missed?
Yeah, it was about 100 years ago on Tuesday at Old Yankee Stadium, or the house that Babe Ruth built, opened its doors in the Bronx. Babe Ruth, baseball's last true two-way superstar, christened that ballpark with an opening day home.
He was bisexual? You learn something new about, they keep uncovering things.
No wonder you went down that rabbit hole yesterday.
When they say he went both ways, he was a great pitcher as well as a great.
So it's only fitting that a century later, the game's only two-way phenom, Shohei Ohtani, crushed a two-run homer in the first inning across the street at the new Yankee Stadium to lead the Angels to a 5-2 win in the series opener.
How about that?
Ohtani went 1 for 3 and also swiped his first bag of the season, giving him the 15th career game with a homer and a stolen base.
Yeah, I went and I just sat there for half an hour reading about Babe Ruth after I heard about this.
What was the most interesting fact about Babe Ruth that you learned yesterday?
He was sort of the first person that was bigger than the game. So that when the racist pricks that were running baseball at the time tried to stop him from, he liked to tour.
Sure.
And he would go out with the black teams and do exhibition stuff all the time.
Sure, you're right.
Hang with the crowd. And he was one of the most famous people in the United States.
Right.
And in spite of many of his issues, it's just fascinating that he essentially said to the head of baseball, go F yourself, I'll do whatever I want, and they were going to throw him out. And he ended up triumphing, of course, because...
Yeah.
But he was bigger than the game, and for the best, for the better, really. But just there's a bunch of really cool facts about him that I didn't know.
Batting average and cholesterol level, both over 300. Can you believe that?
But his good cholesterol was also high, so that's nice.
He has to be. I can't think of anyone else who is the least athletic person. The least athletic looking, incredibly great athlete.
Yeah. Well, it was a different standard back then, too.
No, but I mean, if you look at there's a picture of him next to Lou Gehrig, and it's you go, okay, great athlete and somebody's dad. It doesn't. You don't see the.
He's the original dad bod, right?
I love guys like that. Like I think the latest was Cecil Fielder's kid, Prince Fielder. He looked like he was just a big dude. He didn't look athletic, but man.
Who was the chubby golfer that smoked?
John Daly?
No, the other. Never mind. I'll think of it. But yeah, no. But it's just the Babe Ruth's fascinating stuff. And,
yeah.
So
the guy that had the handlebar, the mustache.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But that's amazing. I mean, we're viewing one of the greatest athletes ever now playing baseball, and he's one of these guys that can do both things, which is incredibly rare.
Yeah, it sure is.
I also went down another rabbit hole, and I started reading about pitching. And this is really weird, and maybe some baseball fanatics will know this, but they didn't have, what do they call it, the jugs gun? So what is that? Is that the thing?
Yeah, the jugs,
It's like a radar gun.
Oh, sure.
And they can read the speed of a pitch. Pat Godwin, I hear you laughing in there. I'm sure you think that.
I thought Jugs gun was something else.
Yeah. Do you call Pat Jr. the Jugs gun?
No. That's why there's a Pat Jr.
That's my little square.
I think Craig Stadler is the guy you were thinking
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But they didn't know. They didn't have a way of I don't know, theoretically of measuring the speed of a pitch. And Bob Feller, who I think he was in the majors probably when he was 18. And I actually met Mr. Feller at one time.
He's jolly good, yeah.
Little kid. He was a jolly good feller.
Yeah.
So to time Bob Feller, they set up a thing in which, this is so crazy, they had a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. And he stood, he wasn't on a mount, he was on a flat surface, as I recall. And they had the motorcycle start behind him. And they had the motorcycle clocked at a certain speed, so they knew how fast it was going. And then as soon as the motorcycle was right behind him, he threw the ball, and then they had a special thing to catch the ball.
Right.
And they estimated that the ball was 104 miles per hour.
I didn't know that was, I thought that was apocryphal. That's a real, that really did it?
That's the story that I read. It could be
amazing.
Fake. But even if it's fake, what a great idea.
Yeah.
I don't know when they started being able to actually measure the.
Not sure.
Yeah. Probably as soon as they had good start-stop clocks, right?
Yeah, I don't know, because isn't the jugs gun basically the same thing the cops use to measure your speed in the on the
You'd think it'd be very similar, but I don't know.
Kind of an unfortunate name, really.
Well, it's
Is
the
that who-
brand.
Is that who developed it?
Mr. Jugs?
I don't know.
By the way, that was a nickname he got at the frat house.
Could be his name, you guys.
Yeah.
Mr. Jugs, they used to host a drag show in Chicago. They are great, man. A lot of fun on stage.
I went down the rabbit hole on rabbit holes the other day. Really? Turns out Lewis Carroll started the whole thing. I can't get into it. I'm still researching it, but man, oh man.
I hope the Bob Feller story is fake because it's just too weird.
I bet it's real.
It would be really hard to time that exactly right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It always seemed to me like
Yeah.
it would still be inaccurate.
You would need like a stopwatch that would somehow stop with the thud of the glove, maybe, and you start it as soon as the ball's released, and then you divide that by 90 feet per mile or whatever.
There must be some other, who knows? But it's awesome though.
I like the guy that back then though. Some guy was saying, "Hey, we can mathematically figure this out," and some louder guy was like, "I got a motorcycle I'm gonna bring in. We're gonna make something happen."
We're going with Daryl's plan.
You've got a pencil and a fake abacus. He's got a Harley, you idiot.
But there's a couple of stunts that were done with sports way back in the day before you could measure all this stuff that are a lot cooler.
Well, arguably, horse racing started cinema because they wanted to find out if a horse's legs were ever all four were off the ground at once. And so they took a series of photos, and
and they are.
Yes, yeah.
There is one point in the stride where they're not touching the ground at all.
Right.
They're flying.
So cool.
Yeah, dude, they're off the ground the whole time.
Wingless unicorns.
They used to have horns, but somebody took them off. I'm not sure what they did with them. Probably the king has them. What else is happening in sports, Willie?
Well, Devin Booker scored 38 points. Kevin Durant had 25, and the Phoenix Suns beat the Clippers 123-109 on Tuesday night in Game 2 to tie the Western Conference first-round series. Series moves to L.A. for Game 3 on Thursday night. Kawhi Leonard led Los Angeles with 31 points. Tied up.
All right.
All right. Very good.
The Warriors forward, Draymond Green, has been suspended for 1 game without pay for stepping on the chest of Sacramento's Domantas Sabonis and will miss Game 3 of the Warriors' first-round playoff series against the Kings on Thursday night. The NBA made the announcement 2 days before the series shifts to the defending champions' home court at Chase Center. The NBA and the announcement of a decision by Executive Vice President and Head of Basketball Operations, Joe Dumars. This is, Warriors fans are upset, man. Golden State Warriors have gone 27 consecutive playoff series during the Steph Curry era without falling behind 2-0.
I don't like it. I don't like anything about this story because of Chase Center. I like to think that my overdraft fees helped build that building. It angers me.
I don't know. If I lived in San Francisco, I wouldn't want to think about banks at all. I'd be like, hey, can you name it anything else?
Right now, we have coming up on the show, I should say, Ali Breen will be joining us for Sexy Time. Plus, we have an explanation for that beautiful spiral in the sky, in the night sky, mixed with the northern lights.
I saw a picture. It literally looks like Starry Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fake.
It's weird.
And I guess people were going crazy wondering what it was.
Aliens.
Well, that's what it looked like.
That's what they are an
We'll
old
find out.
galaxy far, far away.
They figured out what it was.
What answer are they giving us?
We'll find out. Also, we have T-Rex news.
Who needs TV when you've got T-Rex?
Not that T-Rex. The dinosaur. I'm so sorry. Right now, let's think ahead to Mother's Day. It's just around the corner. And you want to show your mom how much you love her? Or maybe that woman you're married to is a mom. Maybe your sister's a mom. There's a lot of moms out there. They all need to be covered. And what you want to cover them with is a nice gift, perhaps a beautiful card, and perhaps a rose that will last forever. That's right. It's from Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. This year's special rose is right over there in front of Josh, and it's a neon green 24-karat gold-dipped rose. This is part of a series of roses that Steven has done over the years. Check them out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. And, of course, they come beautifully gift-wrapped in a special gift box with a personalized Mother's Day card from you to the mom in question. Plus, of course, it's Steven Singer Jewelers. There's a full lifetime guarantee. Steven Singer also has beautiful bracelets and earrings and stuff like that, including necklaces. And what mom wouldn't want that? You got to check out the inventory, as they say, by looking at IHateStevenSinger.com and all the stuff that is available from Steven Singer. And, of course, read about his guarantee. You can always upgrade those diamonds, etc., etc. Boy, a diamond for Mother's Day. That would be one great Mother's Day.
Yeah.
IHateStevenSinger.com. Pull over, check it out right now. Typically, if you get an order in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time, it's out the door and on the way to you that same day. Tell Steven, Bob and Tom said hi. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, not so fast cutting off that natural gas. What is that all about? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chickster, anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
I was going to say finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her? Maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her. Mm-hmm. I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs. Mm-hmm. I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
I
love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
You took a perfectly good story.
There's no grinding.
Grinding?
A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says, I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Well, maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife.
This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says, one time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality. What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl, my grandpa died recently. He was known locally as the crazy bird guy. So he left me this temperamental, awful bird to remember him by. Mm-hmm. What the parrot is thinking, squawk, F you, F you.
You're just losing. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Now, Andy Hendrickson is the other voice you're hearing in the studio. Andy is a stand-up comedian. You're a young guy.
Yeah.
Nice, handsome guy. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Girlfriend or anything?
No, none of that. It's, it's
you
tough on the
comedians
road.
really know how to get the action.
Troubadours, Tom. They move from town to town. New woman in every port.
Yeah, all my friends are married. I got more weddings on the docket this year. I got a wedding on Memorial Day, another one on Labor Day. You guys have the friends like that? You're like, oh, great, your love's so special. You get to wreck my 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I'll have my funeral on the Super Bowl. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you.
Bring a snack.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
But I prefer mobile food myself. I mean, I prefer food that's had to make it in the world just like I have. I mean, if I'm going to eat food, I prefer food that doesn't come from the ground. Because vegetables, they suck the nutrients from the mud. Would you eat mud? No. Then why eat the middleman? God made animals slow enough to catch. He obviously intended for us to eat them. Besides that, what's the fun in hunting a vegetable? Anymore, I can sneak up on a carrot. Some of that stuff's not even food. Celery, that's not food. That's like dental floss trapped inside a carbohydrates. I was reading about celery. There's 4 calories in a stick of celery. 4 takes your body 6 calories to process. A stick of celery. You could kill yourself eating celery. That's not food. That's slow suicide.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is...
Hello, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Ace Cosby over there, starting the music a little low and slow.
Well, the button bar stuff.
I know. It's never your fault.
You shouldn't have butter on the machine anyway. No wonder it's not working.
There's Willie Griswold.
What the hell's the butter bar?
The button bar.
Button.
Buttons.
That's some professional thing I'm supposed to know about.
I don't think we need.
No idea.
You use it every 5 seconds.
Don't tell me what it is. I don't know which button does it.
I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. And there's Tommy Griswold.
Thank you very much, sir.
Moved in. I mean, I know you're physically there, but is everything getting at your new house set up?
Yeah, it's sort of like being in a hotel that's not quite finished.
Now, I do have a question for you. You had, at the house you were staying in, the purgatory house, as it were.
The in-between.
Yes, yeah.
Limbo land.
Yes. You had a chair. You had your own chair. Is that going, not the chair itself, but will you get your own chair for the new house? Because you seem to like it.
Yeah, there's a chair in the room where the main TV area is. There's a chair.
Okay.
Does it have an ottoman or is it recline?
I don't remember.
And is that Daddy's chair?
Oh, my gosh.
No, I'll just casually go in there sometime and sit down, probably.
Did you pick out anything in your new house?
Yeah, of course. The urinal.
Tom?
The urinal's nice.
Oh, that's a nice
What'd you go, American Standard? What do you got there?
I'm not sure. It's just a white one.
Armitage Shanks?
I went with the new American Standard toilet. Just got it put in yesterday.
I think it might have been Universal Rundle. I'm not sure.
Time will you have a urinal cake in there?
It's God, I can't believe you're asking this, Ace.
Oh, boy.
Or ice, like at a fancy restaurant.
No, because when you said you had a urinal, I thought, all the shopping I do, I've never seen urinal cakes.
Ace, you're reading my mind. I actually went on to Amazon and Googled urinal, looked up urinal cakes, because the whole point is I don't want to flush the toilet when I get up at 2:15 or 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to wake everybody up with a flush. Well, you just don't want it sitting there. It's going to stink.
Well, how loud is the flush?
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, well, a little flush.
The problems that you create in your head.
Are your kids' rooms right next to yours?
Not exactly, but the point is...
Yeah, where is the urinal? The main hallway? Why would it wake everybody up?
Yeah, see?
By the pillows?
I wanted to put it in the parlor bathroom so our guests could use it.
Oh, yes, the parlor bathroom.
I'm sure that was
parlor.
No, the parlor... Yeah, don't you have a parlor bathroom at your house?
At my apartment.
I do.
In other words, In other words, there's a bathroom that you don't have to go into a bedroom to use.
Yes, I have one of those.
It's called a parlor bathroom. No? Is that just me?
Well, in the olden days, sure.
Say a hallway bathroom. You say parlor, it sounds like you're trying to take a girl to go steady and get some ice cream and give her your pin.
In any event, no. So I've got to find out if I need to get, as you put it, urinal cakes.
I have a request.
Yes.
My birthday is coming up. I'll be 45, May 16th.
Yeah.
I'm presuming there will be a cake.
Oh, God.
Will Amy, who uses far too much fondant in her cakes, but in this case, it's going to be necessary, will she make a urinal-shaped dessert so that we can have a urinal cake?
Absolutely.
I like this.
If Amy,
in fact, excuse me, I'm sorry, go ahead.
If she has any sense to curse you and what you've done, this thing will be all fondant. No cake in the middle, fondant.
By the way,
you're listening, Amy.
And Tom, yeah, go ahead. You've got your hand raised.
And Willie has a great idea. I'm just going to augment it just slightly.
Yes.
Amy will have, what is your favorite flavor of cake?
White.
Okay, it'll be white cake with a slight hint of female urine.
Oh, and then you love it.
I'm glad you didn't say
love it.
Glad you didn't say chocolate.
What if I love it? I'm like, oh, now I'm a pea cake guy. She, by the way, she made one for Willie. Your birthday, what, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, the red velvet.
She killed it, man.
Yeah, that was great.
That tasted so. That's my favorite cake that she's made so far.
So, here's my question then is going to be: so is it going to be if it's a urinal, it's got to be sort of a stand-up cake, right?
Well, I'm thinking on the sheet it would lie down, and then you can kind of tilt it up.
Okay,
and
just
look
to show it.
A urinal cake.
Yeah,
God, the show is so classy.
Boy, aren't we?
Urinal cake, anyone? Oh, this. Yeah.
So, anyways, I don't know if they
So
make
you're on Amazon. Did you see one?
Yeah, they had a bunch of them, but they were all a little bit too commercial looking. I was hoping they'd have one that was fit more with the decor. You know,
You're not going to get away with having a cake.
Why don't you just look around like different stores and restaurants and steal one you like?
Let's get down in
All you
there.
got to do is go on Amazon. You'll find it. Don't worry.
Yeah. I was hoping
What
they might have
scent do you like?
some comic ones, you know, that had like a.
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
like in the shape of big open red lips.
Oh my gosh, Tommy, they're all cons.
You're living in a home with essentially your wife and your children who are 8 and 10-year-old girls, and you want to make it some weird old.
I want to pee in the bath.
I can get them at Walmart.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, you could get. I'm sure you could get Bob and Tom.
Oh, you
urinal
could get
cakes.
Bob and Tom.
Wasn't there a
cakes.
urinal cake with your face on it?
Oh, here's one. Ocean.
No, I just requested that.
No, I think there was it wasn't the urinal cake, it was the screen.
Nice.
That, triangular screen that had the thing in it.
You want the screen with the spines.
They have, like this one. They have scented urinal screens. Like
That's
that,
the way
with
to go,
spines.
man. That's the way to go.
Yeah, see?
Those prevent backsplash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice. I'll tell you what. In the middle of the night, you get up, you grab that pipe, steady yourself, lean right up against the wall. You don't have to worry about, a bifurcation thing where you're peeing all over your right foot. I don't know about you guys. I go right.
Oh, I see.
You're holding onto a pipe while you're like a drunk in a bus station.
Exactly. He's living the life.
The pipe is nice and cool.
We have three scents. Which would you like? Ocean breeze, lemon, or orange?
Or piss. I don't know why they have that choice. That's a weird choice.
I have an idea.
It's like that natural deodorant. Hey, what? It smells like BO.
I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I also think it could kill you, Dad, so we might not do it. It's a urinal snake. And it's a urinal cake shaped like a snake. And maybe you could have like a hiss sound when you pee. I don't know. But one day you forget that it's there.
Heart
and you have heart attack. I don't want to do it, but it could be fun.
Were you ever here? We had Dean will remember this. We had a machine.
The thing you could pee into, it tells you the speed?
Yeah, you could pee into it. It was mounted on a urinal.
Right.
And when you peed into it, it had a readout like one of those when you're driving and they've got the sign, this is how fast you're going.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, those snitch machines.
There's a digital readout. It was one of those for urine.
Machine.
We had it over in the hallway bathroom.
The Whizzinator? Is that what that was?
It was something like that.
It came in, and I was here before school. I was like 12 at the time, and then I got to play my favorite game. How many Diet Cokes can I drink before school and get the high score on this thing? I peed like 5 times.
Did it look like the wheel of a paddle boat? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It had the fins that you could,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but wasn't the Whizzinator the thing for passing drug tests where you?
Oh, that may have been.
Yeah, that's right.
Attached to a fake penis.
You'd get urine from a nun so you could go in and pass the drug test, and then they'd go, "Yes, sir, you passed the drug test. By the way, you're pregnant," which bad news for Sister Mary Teresa. The whole concept.
Pee on this thing and a little bell would ring. You'd have it like how like
No, I think it was a digital readout, right?
I don't remember.
with
Would
the
that be
pressure
awesome,
of your
Christy?
urine.
Yes.
Yeah, a
Or
little
it filled the
game
balloon.
Game you could play.
And then you could put in, like, it's Pac-Man, there's a high score, and you could put in, like, your initials. But I would put in, like, the funny ones, like P-E-E, W-I-Z.
Oh, sure,
Any
yeah.
three-letter version of P, I'm putting in there.
Yeah, a chick would just opt for three-letter versions of filthy words.
Yeah, he's known for that, huh?
Yeah. He finds that hilarious.
See you.
Yeah. But yes, I do have a urinal. That's one of my additions to the home. Very pleased.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Did you get a urinal for the girls?
They don't need one.
Well, maybe they. Oh, I see.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
They have what we call a traditional toilet.
No, you're putting a urinal in there. They're little girls. They're kind of devious. They are gonna figure out how to use that.
I'd love it. You came home and found an 8-year-old dump.
No, you mean the dump of an 8-year-old?
Yes.
Not a.
There is a
difference.
difference. Right.
Aging.
Right.
Look what I did.
Yeah, they'll have my little step ladder on top of the urinal. Oh, okay, yeah, but
I use Daddy's toilet.
I'm going to look into it. Dear Bob and Tom, have you considered, Tom, the new urinal mats? We call them fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, that's what they look. That's what I was showing you. They kind of look like that. They cover the hole, but they have like ridges on them so it doesn't splash back.
Oh boy.
I'll order you some.
This is from Craig. He writes, I do home health care. I had a patient one time who had a window between her kitchen and living room. I noticed that she had a scented urinal mat hanging in the window for use as an air freshener. The place did smell nice.
Oh, boy. So that's...
probably a little confused.
Amusing and sad.
What was going on? I'll update you on the urinal cakes, et cetera, et cetera. I always do like it when you're at a restaurant. You go and they've got the ice in the urinal.
Yeah, it becomes a fun game of, can I melt some? Can I shift it? Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? It always says, what is it? Pee hard. It's a long way for the kitchen or something.
Well, you guys have all the fun, don't you? We just get a couple of chairs.
Yeah, what do you do in there? Who'd want to sit in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, Martha just delivered the Titanic. Let's sit here and enjoy the smell.
Sometimes there's like an old couch.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on in there?
You know, ladies get the vapors.
Anyways, I'm getting used to the house.
Good.
Finally got some soap.
Well, that's important.
How long did you not have soap?
A couple days.
Do you have toilet
The
paper?
contractors, you know.
That's day one as you get the soap.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find it. We're all good, though.
I'm excited for y'all.
So I'll have my shower in a couple weeks. So there's one upstairs. I mean, obviously. Okay. Have we finished sports, Willie?
I got a stupid world record over here if
Let's
you've got
go
a
for
minute.
it.
The city of Kyle, Texas is looking for Kyles to help break the Guinness World Record for the largest same-name gathering. The city is inviting anyone with the first name Kyle, specifically spelled K-Y-L-E, to participate in an attempt on May 21st during the Kyle Fair at what promoters call a Tex-Travaganza at Lake Kyle Park. The city of Kyle said this will be the fourth attempt at breaking the record.
Now, the problem is, though, they should have named it like a bunch of Kyles or look at these Kyles, because instead they went with a very simple...
See Kyle?
Yeah.
That's sad.
That is. You'd think they would have known better.
Did you see the final line of that? About?
Yes. The current world record belongs to Kupreski Koshi in Bosnia and Herzegovina with a total of 2,325 participants named Ivan.
That's interesting. This got me down a wormhole. The most common name in the world.
Yeah, is.
Oh, the most common name in the world.
In the world is, your hint is China.
Oh, okay. First name?
I don't
Lin?
know. I
L-I-N?
think probably considered to be a last name.
Lee?
Believe it or not, Wang.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
W-A-N-G.
In China, I believe you say the last name first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, I wasn't clear on what was what. But now these names, these are all based on the census, I want to say from, was it 20 years ago when they did it? I forget. Is it every 10 years? The most common name in America, you want to guess?
I'd say John.
I said William.
Yeah, you guys are in the top 5.
David?
That's 6. James, number 1. John, Robert, Michael, William, David, Richard. Your real name is Joseph, right, Pat?
Correct, yeah.
You're number 9.
Like
Richard's still in the top 10.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
But again, this
Family
was a few years back.
Okay.
And obviously, with the diversity in America now, that's going to really shift. Not to mention the nature of names people give their kids now. I think the current one is, I want to say Liam is in the top 3, I think, now.
Does Liam count for William? If your full name is William, but you go by Liam on this list, is that counted?
No. Liam is different, as is Jack is now an official name as opposed to
John,
a variation of John.
Gotcha.
And Jack is also way up on the list.
It's way up on my list. Oh, you're talking proper nouns.
Yeah, not verb.
Okay, yeah.
To Jack.
So Jack's on the
Jack
list.
with love.
Jack was on the list, but now it's off.
Patrick.
In any event, if your name is Kyle, you can go to Kyle, Texas to see if you can be part of the... I don't think they're going to get it.
I know quite a few Kyles. I know 3 right off the top of my head.
Not as many as there are Ivans in Herzegovina.
True.
Do you know the Kyles carnally?
No.
Oh.
What is wrong? You think never mind.
I think you have sex.
Not with every person on the world.
No, just with every Kyle.
It's a weird rule, Christy, but I'm glad you respect it.
Strange fetish.
I don't think I've ever had a Kyle. No way.
I can't imagine anyone would ever date, say, a woman that all had the same name. Pat, your thoughts?
I don't think that's impossible for someone to have such a fetish.
Ixnay on the MK.
Pat, have you ever texted the wrong one? No. I've dated 2 women with the same name, one in high school and then one a few years ago, and I would often text the wrong person.
Yes.
And after a few weeks, she goes, "Hey, are you dating someone with my name?" And I had to, "Yeah, sorry, my bad."
P.S. Nice new tattoo. Is that to scale? Okay, Christy, before we break here, female most popular names in the United States of America.
Katrina.
Barbara.
No.
Susan.
Susan is number 8.
Jennifer?
That's number 6.
Vicky.
No. Vicky. It's my sister's name.
Oh, yeah?
Mary.
Mary is number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Again, this is based on the census a few years back, so this is not the most recent. But this is surprising to me. But see, remember, this isn't. I've got to make myself clear here. This is not just babies.
Yeah, sure.
So this is all.
Oh, okay.
In other words,
right.
So that's why
all peoples.
Richard and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because there are a lot of old people named Mary.
Mary, and then Patricia is number 2. Linda. Great name. You
I love that name.
You don't hear that much on it. That's number 3. In other
Lindas.
words, there are more living Lindas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds weird, doesn't it?
Living Linda?
Living Lindas. Living Linda, a little better than the dead one.
Sounds like a Paul McCartney song.
Then number 4, they're Barbara's, Elizabeth's, Jennifer's, Maria, and Susan's. And if your name is Kyle, once again, go to wherever the hell it is.
Kyle, Texas.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we now? Give me the teaser, Christy, because I got to get some news out of you.
Yeah, we have a bear meat update. We have a T-Rex in the news. We have Netflix in the news.
Netflix is going away, huh?
No, it's not.
I must have misread something.
And we have a thing called Dialogue Boost coming up.
This is so cool.
Dialogue Boost?
Yep.
Wait till you hear about it.
Okay.
I don't jump to conclusions.
Well, the term sounds like something I wouldn't care for, but
it sounds like what Aaron Sorkin calls his coffee. Dialogue.
That is so silly.
Jerk.
I was having trouble writing this scene. and 2 cups of Java.
Aaron Sorkin, go remake West Wing. Stop it with your dumb movies. I don't care. Get out of here, Sorkin.
Right now, I want to talk about Chick McGee and the fact that he's getting a medical procedure today, and it's important to get those medical procedures. But when he gets home, he can relax because he can know that he has SimpliSafe. He can close the doors, turn on the TV, and pop on the alarm and relax. Also, he knows when he's asleep. He's got the great SimpliSafe protection, including smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, all that stuff. And also, of course, Chick, weirdly enough, I want to say he currently has the 11 camera setup.
You got a lot.
He's got a lot of them. So it's like directing the Tonight Show. Camera 7, it's SimpliSafe is so easy to put in. Chick installed it, and then he moved and installed it again. He didn't need any help, and it's a great, great feature that you can do this yourself. You design the system, and you put it up. You don't need a lot of tools, and SimpliSafe is #1. Don't just listen to us. Check out the reviews. CNET named SimpliSafe their editor's choice for 2023. Just Google SimpliSafe reviews. It's amazing how many people enjoy this. Lots of different options from SimpliSafe, including, by the way, professional monitoring. That service costs less than $1 a day. Customize the perfect system for you. Takes just a few minutes. Visit simplysafetom.com. That'll help them. That'll help us. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera, plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. Once again, simplysafetom.com. That's SimpliSafe, SIMPLI, simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. It's a great system. I was just telling a friend of mine who bought a new house, it's the perfect thing that he needs for his house.
There you go.
SimpliSafe. That's simplysafetom.com. Coming up, what's that spiral beautiful thing in the sky? We found out. Also, something called Dialogue Boost. As Willie suggests, it's an energy drink. You can talk more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
I mentioned that our guests include that man. He is comedian Greg Warren. And this other guy who is word dude lexicographer. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Steve Kleinedler, who is originally from Flint, Michigan, now living in Boston, part of the American Heritage Dictionary Group. And they've got a bunch of books that are actually kind of fun. The series is entitled 100 Words, etc. 100 words, for example, that make you sound great. 100 words that make you sound smart. We're looking at 100 words for lovers for Greg Warren and Christy Lee. Here's one.
We're not lovers.
Well, no, but you're on your dream. But here's one.
Matter of time.
Here's one. Heartthrob.
Oh, heartthrob. Come on.
It's an easy one.
Sure it is.
I bet you're quite the heartthrob.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can feel my heart throbbing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. When I pee, is that what you said?
Wow. Wow, that is really bad. Very, very uncomfortable.
Do you have another word? Now let's move on.
I like pigeon and I cannot lie.
See, that's where I say that.
One of your people up front were telling me you were having a problem last time with the word entrance. That you were all reading it as entrance.
Well, when we first got it, so why in the world would entrance be?
Oh yeah.
Why would entrance be
in a book about lovers?
About lovers.
That is not an entrance.
That is not an entrance.
That is the wrong entrance.
That is an exit only.
Yeah, that's how we were doing.
That's how we. Yes, you're right. Entrance was.
Yeah, here it is, right here.
Greg, your eyes are so entrancing.
See, I told you they twinkle. Look at them.
They do twinkle.
To fill someone with delight, wonder, and love.
It looks like an entrance to an empty room as well.
There's nobody home.
I got stuff up here, Bob. I got stuff up here.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, here we go, Greg. Here's an easy one. Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
Ecstasy.
And don't be going.
Do you know where I buy some ecstasy?
I'll tell you what would really make this date go better.
The only way I'm getting laid is if I can find some ecstasy.
Well, next word. All right.
You'll notice the American Heritage Committee did not put date rape in here for a reason.
All right.
Is roofie in there?
No, it is not.
Okay, here we go. Here's an easy one. Crush.
Oh, yeah.
I need to confess that
This chair is crushing my nuts.
Crush, please.
You are a horrible date
Yeah, you
doctor,
are.
counselor.
You're telling me?
I'll have a beer and she'll have an orange crush.
And keep them coming.
Now, here's a word. If you can use this on a first date, comely.
Oh, that's not. You don't want to use
If this
that word.
happens, wait, I
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Geechee Guy has joined us in the interview loft.
Geech?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Geech is a tall man. You are originally a guy that gained a little bit of fame on Star Search back in the day.
Yes, a little bit.
You did not win, but you came very close.
I didn't get too famous. I don't want to get too famous. I don't want to get so famous that the guy who shoots me gets famous.
That's
Good
famous.
point.
That's right.
That's very. Amen. I'm with you there. I got you. Well put.
Yeah.
that is
I
interesting.
agree.
Yeah, we don't want to see you get shot either.
No.
That would be bad. What else is new in your life? You still married?
Yeah. Although my wife's on a cruise right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Without you?
Without me. Yeah. So that's okay. But I used to go
How
on a bunch with her.
convenient.
Yeah. Well, she's with her girlfriend from high school.
Well, that's nice.
Steve.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. Wow. We all are. Okay. All right.
His name isn't Steve Licker. They just called him that.
Oh,
more power to him. Can you get that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Oh,
hey, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your colon blasting program.
Oh, good.
Well, it's not us.
Talking about the people doing crazy things. That old boy is claiming he's going to marry Tetris. Reminds me of a fellow semi-truck driver I used to work with. His CB handle was Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's been a few years ago. He's all about the video games, and boy, he went nuts being on the road by himself and claimed he wanted to marry Miss Pac-Man.
Oh.
But he didn't go through with it. He got cold feet.
Did he?
He was afraid to walk her down the aisle. You want me to tell it again?
That was very good.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're...
Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey.
Ace Cosby running things.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold over there.
Good morning.
Filling in for sports this morning, too, because Chick McGee is out, but he'll be back tomorrow. I am Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair, and there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Josh. And a couple things we got to clarify.
Yeah.
I
am wearing underwear. Thank you.
Oh, Then it must be your feet. Wait a minute. No, that joke doesn't really.
Yeah, you got to mention.
Yeah.
She has smelled that. No, no, we really ruined that joke. A couple things to clarify. I got, as they say, going down the rabbit hole yesterday about Babe Ruth, and because we were talking about the more contemporary baseball player.
Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, who's also an incredible pitcher and batter.
Two-way threat.
In any event, I started reading about Babe Ruth, and I started reading my baseball glove had been signed in person when I was a little boy by Mr. Bob Feller.
Not Babe Ruth.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lesser.
Bob Feller was certainly a great baseball
but lesser than Babe Ruth, yeah.
Well, I think Babe Ruth is...
Was he in the Miller Lite commercials?
Bob Feller wishes he was Babe Ruth.
Bob Feller had a denture whistle. I remember that when I met him. The point is, I started reading about Bob Feller, and they were talking about timing. Today they can tell you, with the jugs gun, whatever it is, they can tell you how fast a baseball's going.
Sure.
Among other things. Now they talk about which way it's spinning, et cetera, et cetera. But I read about this stunt. And I told the story of it was like a Harley Davidson and Bob Feller, and they lined them up. And when the Harley went by, he throws the ball, and it's faster than the Harley. And they do the computation and estimate the ball was going 104 miles an hour,
which is feasible.
And then Josh thought that might have been apocryphal.
Yeah, I'd always heard that story, but I assumed it may have been apocryphal.
Well, there's actually there's a video of this thing.
It's awesome.
And it's kind of clunky, but yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And Bob Feller's wearing a tie, and it's a classic old motorcycle. It's really pretty cool.
It would have been cooler if Babe Ruth had been in it. But,
yes, it would have been cooler if Babe Ruth had been. It would have been difficult because at the time, Mr. Ruth was deceased.
Well, yeah,
he was pretty good. Maybe he could have caught the ball in the casket.
Still more famous than
the point of the story is, then I got this notice saying, "Dear Bob and Tom Show, Willie is certainly a chip off the old block."
What'd I do this time?
Instead of referring to stopwatches, he called them start-stop clocks. Dad should be proud. Yeah,
I noticed that, but I didn't want to say anything. Oh, you have the old-fashioned stopwatch.
I think in my head, I was like whatever the 1930s version of a stopwatch would be, but yeah, I totally missed it on that one. I thought,
I love getting my first one.
This happens to me all the time. You'll be talking, you just can't think of.
Yeah.
So you just kind of try to describe it quickly, and
sure,
you can't think of the word projector, and you go, the thing with the big flashlight and the film flies by.
As you once said, Tom, you can't think and talk at the same time.
Which has gotten me into serious trouble throughout my life.
I was in Wings the other day, and I forgot the word for napkin, and I called it, "Can you pass me one of those little towels?"
Perfectly valid.
Do you remember getting your first stopwatch? I know you guys probably aren't excited about this, but I grew up in racing country, car racing, and they didn't have, back then you would use a stopwatch and you'd pick a spot, and when your car came around, you'd start it and then stop it when it came back, and then you'd have a chart, and you would look it up. If it was 39 seconds, it was X amount mile per hour. It was a big deal. It was really fun to play with the stopwatch.
Oh, I can remember the first one I had, it was silver.
Yep, silver.
Oh.
Exactly.
It was very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then remember when you could get one on a watch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your watch had that feature.
Yeah, I know you'd never use it, of course.
You have it on your watch
It was like when you'd get a watch, you go, this thing can go down to 400 feet. Of course, I never try to go below about 3 feet. But my watch, if I ever want to put it on a fishing rod with some weights, I can get it down there.
Did you ever use the stopwatch on your watch now? You have one.
No.
Oh.
No, all I do is check to make sure my heart's still beating.
Yeah, you got to check that every now and again.
It is funny when you look at your watch and go, oh my gosh, I'm dead. No, wait, just a malfunction. We're all good.
No, if I'm dead, the watch will still be going. It'll be beeping.
Will it?
Those
That's
Apple people, they think of everything. Once again, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have you got over there?
Well, we've got an update for you about bear meat. I don't know if you'll recall, but a remote town in Japan started selling bear meat from a vending machine, boasting cuts from Asian black bears. The machine was set up by Mr. Daishi Saito, the owner of a noodle shop near the rail station in Sambuku, about 400 kilometers north of Tokyo.
Isn't Sambuku a booze?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Sambuca.
Sambuca, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's Sambuca, not Sambuco, but Sambucu.
Sounds like some redneck thing. Well, Sambuco came by and I told him what goes where.
Mr. Dayashi said, bear meat isn't very common, so we want tourists who come to visit the town to buy it. The meat from wild bears is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with selection costing about $17. He went on to explain hunters and trappers have increasingly targeted bears amid a growing spate of attacks in rural Japan as a shortage of food continues to drive the animals closer to human habitation.
Obviously, the same thing's happening here.
Yep.
You were telling me about, was it North Carolina, the guy's lying in the chair and there's a bear?
Yeah, he's lying in his lounge chair. It looked like on a screened porch or on a covered porch out front. And he's laying there, and all of a sudden, this black bear's just staring at him to his left. I mean, he jumps out of that chair so fast, and the bear kind of moseys on. He apparently had seen the bears earlier in the day on his outside camera, but he hadn't seen them for a while, so he thought it was okay to go out there and take a little nap. Now, even if you hadn't seen them in a while, if you'd already known they were there in the morning, wouldn't you go, I'm not going to nap on the porch
bear's
today.
not going to hurt you.
Yeah, apparently this bear was eating out of his bird feeder.
Yes.
Gnawing his genitals off, the usual bear stuff. You've seen the picture of this railroad station with the
bear meat?
With Japan is famous, I'm not making this up, for their weird vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they had the very controversial one that had game-worn panties by women. But this is a vending machine, right? You can see it in the middle of this photograph. It's got the bear meat. Then on the left is a machine with Teddy Grahams, and then gummy bears to the right. But this reminds me of something else.
What?
This reminds me of the sausage vending machine.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this article? This is from a couple years back. It says, hungry Germans craving a sausage in the dead of night are now able to find vending machines for their bratwurst, bockwurst, and barbecue meats. When we come back, Pat, do you remember you did a song?
I do indeed, yeah.
Okay, when we come back, get this one ready about this. This is about a sausage vending machine as opposed to the bear meat vending machine. Which by the way, doesn't a bear meat vending machine sound like the glory hole at the Ramrod Lounge in Greenwich Village?
The Ramrod. Actual bar. It is?
Yeah.
That's a real place?
It's a real place.
I just made that up. I have no idea. Sorry, don't want to offend the attendees of the Ramrod. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next.
Tell the story again. And I always love the story about when you and Cheryl were playing, and the day that you finally, the day that she quit playing one-on-one against you.
You mean when I finally beat her?
Yes.
This is Reggie's sister,
a couple years ago. She wasn't going to play anymore.
Well, when I sent her shot into my mom's rose garden, we started playing horse.
Right.
But you got to remember, Cheryl was always 2 to 3 inches taller as we were growing up. So I started to catch her in height my freshman and sophomore year of high school. Mm-hmm. So up until that point, Cheryl dominated me. But she dominated everyone, though.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad.
Didn't she score how many did she score that one night? You scored, what was it?
45.
45. 50. She came in and...
I'm gloating. Because we had played in the away gym. She had played at the home gym. So my dad was with her at their game, and my mom was with me. So we get in the car. Hey, I had my best game ever. 40, 45 points. Strider started. Strider, what did you do tonight? And she looked at my dad and kind of looked down. My dad's like, oh, she had a pretty good game. I was like, oh, yeah, but I bet it wasn't 40, 45. Yeah. No, she had a really good game. Well, what's really good? She had 105.
By herself?
I'm like, the team scored 105? No, son. Cheryl scored
105 points.
I
bet that record still stands.
I believe it does. They beat that team 179 to 12.
God.
The point guard which is still a record, had 39 assists. I mean, it was like crazy numbers.
Hybe Corp, the parent company of BTS's management agency, says the 29-year-old singer entered the camp Tuesday. In December, BTS member Jin became the band's first to enter the Army after revoking his request to delay his conscription. There was a heated public debate in 2022 over whether to offer special exemptions of mandatory military service for BTS members. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Ooh.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So she brings him out and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice day with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker, man. I just wanted to let you guys know about my new part-time job. Hell, I'm giving commencement speeches to graduating classes at colleges. Really? Hey, where's my music? You know, pomp and circumcision. Anyways, man, this is easy money. Thing is, I don't lie to them like most of these people do, man. No. I tell them, hey, this time next year, your main concern will be whether I want fries or apple dippers with my Big Mac. It's kind of like a scared straight program and graduation all in one. And I also tell them they're leaving behind the time and place where getting laid was easier than it ever will be again for the rest of their whole lives. From here on out, man, it only gets harder, sadder, and more complicated. It's laws of nature. Look it up. Then when the hot chicks come up to get their diplomas, I'll yell at them to flash a little boob. I swear to God I do. Donnie Baker, I put the GED in graduate. I gotta go.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you?
Sure. That deserves a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying
what's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers.
Your money shot you were saying was
it's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's It's more of a will you take a check shot.
Kind of just slip out the side
Just
door.
kind of moseys out.
That's my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to
Soul Asylum.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the music laboratory.
Hello, Josh.
With a song coming up presently. Jessica Alsman has joined us.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, Alsy. There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Chick McGee's out today, but everything's well. He's just doing some proactive health stuff. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, and there he is, Mr. Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Josh.
My pleasure.
Pat, we were talking about something. Oh, I bet I should probably establish this for Ms. Alsman. Jessica has joined us in the studio. In case you missed it, we were talking about this vending machine in Japan that has bear meat in it, interestingly enough. And there was a famous story a couple years ago about a sausage vending machine in Germany. Yeah. Because I guess the people wanted to have sausages in the middle of the night.
It's good.
And no stores were open. So it wasn't the worst. Oh, sorry. Here's the story. Hungry Germans craving a sausage in the dead of night are increasingly turning to vending machines for their bratwurst, etc. The machines are very popular outside German cities where shops are less likely to stay open for long hours. So there you go. And Pat, you have a tribute to this? This is amazing.
Once upon a time, you'd make the sausage. And it used to take a day or two. You'd fill the pig intestines with meat stuff. Buy them at the store, that's what you do. Now there's a meat machine for Venice, $3.15. You get the brats, mit fatter brats, mit lean. No more chips and junk. You want meat when you're drunk. So now there's a sausage vending machine. Now there's a sausage vending machine.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, sir.
I hope it's refrigerated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I hate these vending machines.
Why?
It's just too much convenience. I just wish things could be like they were before.
Often a sequence of buttons here.
Yes, nice. Now, I'm trying to remember this, and I can't. You're going to have to help me. Wasn't there a place that had marijuana vending machines?
Oh, probably.
I think so.
And they were like just outside the dispensary, or they were in the dispensary.
They were inside the dispensary in front of a security guard, and you had to use your ID to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's essentially the self-checkout lane of a dispensary.
No, that's kind of red.
You think so?
Yeah, it'll be a lot funnier if it was just on a college campus over by the quad. The marijuana vending machine. Used to be a guy named Stu.
Give it a few more years, maybe.
Yeah. It's not. I hate these machines. They are taking jobs away from lazy stoners.
Yeah,
okay,
right?
We finally got these people excited to go to work. We finally gave them a little bit of passion. Get the robots out of here. Otherwise, Trevor and Tevin are going to get real bored. And I don't know what they're going to get.
And that Tevin, idle hands, man. Yeah, we need him busy.
Okay, I just Googled vending machines. This is nuts.
Dildos and such?
Some of the stuff that's out there. If you want a hair weave, there is a vending machine in Fairfax, Virginia.
No kidding.
Where, yes.
Do they have the sample color palette on the side? You have to match up the hair?
There's not a picture of it. This is just an article about the machine itself.
Wow.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Man.
So, yeah, I'm trying
At what
to find
point of your life do you need that?
Sometimes you need extra volume, I guess. You're at the gas station. You're like, yeah, my hair's looking flat today. I could do a little oomph.
I'd say, what 2-3 times a year I see a random weave on the ground.
What?
Yeah. Don't you guys ever?
What?
Just,
I have,
You're like,
yeah.
man, there was either a fight here or
wind.
Yeah.
I have never in my life seen a weave on the ground.
I like to think that it's a woman going, you know
No.
what? This is a new me. And she gets rid of it and has the freest day of her life.
Oh, not me.
Yeah.
If I see a weave, I'm looking for teeth. And like there was a bad fight here.
I want to say Chick was in the car with me. We were in Vegas in a taxi.
Yeah.
And it was super windy. And the strip is like, if you've ever been there, is I don't know, 15 lanes wide. It's this crazy street, and it was really, really windy. And there were a whole bunch of people crossing in front of us, and a guy's hair blew off.
Oh, I don't know if I'd ever stop laughing.
It was great.
You ever had to chase your hat?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh man, I know I'm being watched by somebody.
My most famous chase was at an ATM.
His money,
yeah, this
remember
is baffling.
The
Baffling.
money came out and just went flying.
And he would run and crumple the money and throw it back down.
Yeah, it was blowing. So what I did is each bill I'd get to, I just crumple it, leave it, crumple the next. Then I went and collected it
instead of just holding it in your hand. It's a weird
Why
choice.
didn't you just hold it in your hand?
Because I had to have my fingers free to grab the next one. It was
How
windy.
far would have it had to fly away? How far does it have to go before you go, you know what, just making another transaction?
Because it was going toward the street.
I don't know. How
You
far
would
for
have
you,
made
Willie?
somebody's day. They found a random 20.
100 feet?
If I have to cross a crosswalk, get out of here.
You're not doing it.
I'm remembering my PIN number again. You bet.
I remember that day, Tom. You were late giving me the money. Do you remember that?
And you complain, hey, why are these all wrinkled?
Hey, I gave you crumpled up bills, dude.
Okay, there's a vending machine for steaks.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, how bizarre, but
I think these are just a way for people with like a building manager or a landlord, they can get some passive income without having to hire a person to sit behind a counter, right?
I think what really changed the vending machine was the fact that you didn't have to put cash in them anymore. So it could be any item. Like if you go to the airport, you can buy AirPods in a vending machine. You can buy makeup in a vending machine. You can buy anything.
And the ones with cash have gotten so much. Remember, like in the 80s or the early 90s,
And
or
spit
in the
your
90s,
dollar out every 2
you had to have a freshly minted one.
Yes. There'd be an ironing board next to it.
God.
Starch.
Do you ever get the 1 quarter that it just can't process? You need 4 quarter, and it just keeps spitting the 1 quarter back out at you.
It's your last quarter.
Like it's Canadian currency.
Yeah.
You go, no, I swear this is U.S. minted currency. Give me the Diet Coke.
There's a place in Europe where they have a vodka vending machines that.
Well, you've seen the champagne ones.
With a shot. I was in a hotel that had a vending machine in the lobby in North Carolina. They had a liquor vending machine in the lobby.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Be great if you were going to college near there and you were 18. I'm going to go to the hotel. Are you applying for a job? No. I'm going to go to the lobby. They have the vending machine where I can get booze. We got a party tonight.
Do you think it's that there has to be a way that they can check the ID of the person? You can scan the ID. I can't imagine you can
Your barcode, your driver's license.
Exactly.
Have it
Pretty
on
soon it'll be the microchip in your wrist. You just hold.
from the
Well, if you've already been vaccinated, you have the microchip. But if you haven't, you can get that implanted. And
That's cool. I have 8 microchips in me. That's awesome.
It's got a booster microchip.
That's all very nice. Thank you very much. Hey, Christy, could you do the story? You mentioned this before, and this is, I think, super interesting for me because being on the radio for 45 years, I have some hearing issues. I'm sure you probably do too, Ace, just from the volume of the headphones all the time. And this is, I think this is the beginning of something that's going to be happening in various other ways in the world of television, movies, and dialogue and sound and hearing.
Amazon Prime Video launching a new feature that will allow you to increase the volume of just the dialogue in certain movies and TV shows.
This is very smart.
According to Amazon, it initially built the dialogue boost feature for Prime Video customers who are hard of hearing, but now anyone can use the feature.
So just to be clear, it doesn't just raise the volume. It raises the speaking over the music.
Yeah. The dialogue boost feature currently available on select English language Amazon originals, though the company said it will add support for additional titles later this year. According to Variety, Dialogue Boost analyzes the original audio in a film or series, identifies points where dialogue may be hard to hear. Then speech patterns are isolated and audio is enhanced to make the dialogue clearer. Right now, it's available on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, Harlem, Big Stick, Being the Ricardos, and Beautiful Boy. That's why I use closed captioning on everything now.
Me too.
All the time.
Especially when they have accents.
Yep.
It's like I can't hear or understand the Irish or Scottish accent.
Yeah.
It gets too
but
jumbled.
this is really a smart move.
Yeah, because some TVs really do keep that.
And you're exactly right. It is like, it doesn't seem to be a particular brand or something. Yeah.
I'm hoping they develop the opposite. It would be, what is this called? Dialogue
Boost.
Dialogue Reduce.
Oh, yeah?
Politicians come on the air and all of a sudden all you can hear is the music. Oh, this jackass is saying something. Okay, sorry.
You want dialogue reduced? Watch the new John Wick, man. It's a 3-hour movie. There's 10 lines of dialogue. It's the best. All action, all fun.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I think this is the future, though, that you'll be able to. I wish they had it for radio. When ESPN does the scores, they have to play the disco music underneath it. And the guy, hey, come on, can you be a little professional and just do it right? I don't have to have. I ever used to hear that, and they cut to and now we go to the play-by-play from Jack Smith at Banger Field, and then they play and you can't hear it because they've got the disco music going. Give the guy some respect. God. For porno, what would they want, Josh?
What do you? Certainly not dialogue. Maybe some kind of FAP booster. Can you get louder, glucking?
Moan boost. That's a cool idea, I think. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, there was what was the movie? All Quiet in the Western Front. You had like 5 sound options. You get the original language, the overdubbed language. And then with subtitles for each one.
I didn't care for that movie. It just wasn't what I expected. They had like tanks and guns and all. I was like, I thought everything was all quiet.
Right now, I want to talk a little bit about great food.
Yum.
To change the subject completely. HelloFresh is shaking things up for the spring in every way. They've got a whole bunch of new meals out there. Every week, of course, you've got 40 recipes to choose from or more, including 100 seasonal or convenience items. And you can swap proteins. You can do whatever you want. What is HelloFresh all about? Well, it's about a celebration at your house where you don't have to go to the grocery store. You don't have to measure anything because it arrives ready to rock. But it's all fresh ingredients. You're getting restaurant-quality food that you have picked out, and you get to put it together sometimes in as few as 10 or 15 minutes. Some of the stuff they've been doing before. What do you got over there, Willie?
Check out the bruschetta chicken with a mozzarella crust, bacon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. HelloFresh sends you 10 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you are enjoying this delicious chicken dinner that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
It's foolproof. They've done the measuring. And every week there's an array of options. You can go over this way if you're vegan, say. They've got stuff over here. Over here, just, good old classic comfort food and everything in between. HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste, of course, and you save money because they're buying in bulk. And today you're really saving money because they've got a special offer. 50% off plus your first box from HelloFresh. Ships for free with the code BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. I'm working on saying the word ships. How did I do that time?
Well, better. I think most of us do the other thing for free.
The code is BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. It's great. Give it a shot. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
For your information.
Summer is upon us and the sun is blistering, and all of my valuables they turn up missing. Can't find my lawn chair, can't find my radio, can't find the yard rake, can't find the garden hose, can't find the cans to throw away the trash. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Yeah, maybe.
fescue growing up higher and higher. Guess I went a little crazy with the fertilizer. Can't find the barbecue, can't find the meat. Can't see the neighbor's house across the street. Couldn't find both hands if I use my ass. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Should have got it earlier, but I'm allergic. Just too cheap to get a service ticket from the city for a violation. Neighbors think I'm dead or on a long vacation. Well, I got a new shiny riding mower with a 3-blade cutter and 2 cup holders. Where it's gone to is just bewildering. Went to ask my wife and children. Find her purse and keys, but they ain't come back. Maybe I should cut the grass. Got so quiet you can't hear the wind blow. And it's getting real shady around the upstairs windows. The dog just whimpers and won't go outside. And I sit up in my bed all night, listening to the lawn clawing at the glass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have.
All right. Very nice, Haywood.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Our guest is comedian Mike Ciccone, and Mike is touring comedian, but you do have a family. You were telling us you take care of your daughter a lot.
Yeah.
She's 4 years old now?
She's 4 years old. I take care of her in the daytime pretty much. As you know, I work evenings, and therefore I'm the Mr. Mom guy. And I'm pretty good at it, except for laundry. I've noticed I still have the bachelor tendency with laundry.
Does that throw everything in at once?
No, when you're out of clothes, you do laundry.
Okay.
Which is fine when you're single, but now that I have the kid, I'm down in the laundry room. I'm in my bathrobe. She's in her Halloween costume. Doesn't really work that way.
Thousands of people in their cars going, I've been there.
Yeah.
Thousands of guys going, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look like Hugh Hefner with Casper.
NBC Sports on their golf telecasts, they got caught putting in bird noises for ambiance, and a bird lover called him on it because he was hearing a bird that was not indigenous to where the tournament was being held. You imagine being the guy who had to field that phone call? Yeah, sports department. Yeah, hi. Listen, does this sound right to you? I guess I'm supposed to believe the blue-breasted whippoorwillow has decided to alter its annual migratory route to enjoy a little golf. Okay. I get it. I got one. Cuckoo.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to...
Back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Hey. Pat Godwin in the music room. Hey, Josh. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Jessica Alsman has joined us.
Hello.
We have sexy time coming up.
baby.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
The show, you mean?
No. Oh, I guess we can do the segment.
implication was that you and Jessica were going to have sexy time.
I certainly...
In front of all of you.
I did not mean to imply that.
I'm going to bring
I meant to imply that Ace and I would be having sexy time.
For Josh or for me, Poncho?
Cover-ups like I'm in the Splash Zone during the Whale Show.
Oh, I thought it was your friend, Poncho. He's cute. That'd be a bucket list. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair for now, and there is Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Let's see now. It's time for us to switch gears. We call this segment Sexy Time.
No, we call it
Sexy
Where
Time.
in the World is Ali Breen?
And I'm guessing Allie's at a hotel with nice curtains.
Yes.
You look gorgeous as always, Allie. Ali Breen is the hostess, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
The head honcho.
I like to say girly host. I think most women appreciate that.
Girly?
Yeah.
That's the intro I request.
Next up, we have a girly comedian for you.
She's a
Prepare everybody.
stand-up comedian, and she will talk about where she's going to be this weekend. But right now she's somewhere. Can we guess?
Yeah, I mean, you're never going to guess.
Oh, really?
Challenge accepted.
So it's not Florida or California?
Not Florida or California.
Georgia.
Massachusetts.
Hartford, Connecticut.
Close. Oh, that was close. Stanford.
Oh, okay. I could tell by the curtains.
Really?
Yeah, very intuitive.
East Coast curtains?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there a reason you're there?
Yeah, I had a show last night, and then it's like nice hiking and nice restaurants. So me and my boyfriend came out and had a date night and going back home today.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Did you guys have sex? Did you guys do it?
Is he like right there in the room with you
No
right now?
comment.
Excuse me.
I know.
No comment means
I'm
yes, they
unmarried,
had
so.
sex.
Okay. Now I'm so sorry. Even though the show is called Sexy Time, Allie doesn't really have to weigh in on her personal preferences. Although we sort of
Well, you make
enjoyed
us
that.
do it.
I'd like to be at the next contract negotiation.
Okay. Allie, let's get to one of those letters. What have we got?
Dear Allie, my dog hates my new boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Literally loves everyone else. People are telling me to listen to my dog, but is
Yep.
that being crazy?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
which one? Yes or
The dog. You listen to the dog.
No. It's probably an odor issue of some sort.
Yeah, I wonder, is
No,
he wearing
dogs
like
know.
cologne or...
There's intuition. I'm with
Yeah.
Christy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is your boyfriend a cat?
A cool cat.
Is he a mailman?
I mean, if the boyfriend were smart, he would just start shoving bacon in his pockets, and the dog would love him.
That's probably the way to go here.
Well, maybe
really,
maybe the guy doesn't like dogs, and that's a big red flag.
I think a lot of it is a scent.
Yeah, sure.
There could be something that whatever frightens this dog.
Yeah. Maybe the dog smells his other girlfriend's on it.
Yeah.
What is this called? Projecting when you throw the emotions of other. I don't know. I think it would be the smart idea. Have the guy take the dog out for McDonald's French fries.
Exactly. Bring him. And
then all of a sudden the dog.
And then if the dog still hates the guy, that's a real problem.
Yeah.
I know. She's going to have to get rid of the dog.
Oh.
This again would be another great premise for a rom-com. And then you eventually find out why the dog hates the guy, and then maybe the dog walker becomes the one she falls in love with and marries.
Maybe he smells like dead bodies and is a serial killer.
Did you know what they say
I like
about
that. That's probably...
In some cultures, they do still eat dog. It's mostly for like when I lived in Korea, it was still a thing. But it was mostly the older generations would do it. The younger generations were sort of saying no thanks. But what I had heard was that if you eat dog, other dogs can smell on you that you have eaten dog.
Oh.
So I wasn't interested anyway, but then I was like really not interested because I didn't want dogs to think that I was eating them.
Yeah.
So I wondered maybe this guy has had dog before. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, far out, as they used to say.
It sure is. Yeah.
God, I thought when you were saying it's only the older generation that did it, you were going to say they were only eating the older dogs.
Oh no, those are like freezer burned and stale and stuff. Yeah, you don't
You can't learn any new tricks, so get the grill out.
Oh my God, what is happening
Do you
here?
order by? I guess. Do I want to know the? No, I don't want to know the answer. If you order by breed, never mind.
There's some Dalmatian.
Okay, sorry. Ali Breen can be reached ALLIBREEN with your love troubles. I think we may have solved that one. That may be a winner here. What else have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, this actually has a request. They want Pat to weigh in. They said, I'm going on a date with a woman this weekend and I have a young child. Should I bring that up before or after the date, or should I wait until we get intimate and then bring it up immediately after?
You bring the child with you on the date and say, I love you.
Meet your new mommy.
You don't spring it on her.
You don't. You go on a
After-
date and then it comes up in conversation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with springing it up while being intimate? You know, he's making out. Oh, baby. Oh, by the way, I have a son. Oh, baby.
Last time I did this, Tom Jr. was born.
Yeah. Oh, that feels good. He plays violin. Oh.
Even better, just have the kid walk in while you're being intimate. Just
No.
I'll let him
show up.
walk in. No. Why not during the date?
You've got to tell them before you get intimate.
If anybody is scared, you don't want to be dating anyone who's worried about the fact that you have a kid.
Right.
Yeah. So get it out there.
But if you know on that date it's not going anywhere, like there won't be a second date, just keep it to yourself and try to, at least score.
Yeah, if you just want to bang this
Yeah,
person,
just wanna bang
right, and you're not interested in the future, then
Right.
you don't have to bring it
She's
up.
right.
So you should protect your kid until you know that they're worth letting them know, right? Or don't even bother telling them.
I guess we should also find, do you have visible C-section scars? He may figure it out. I cut myself shaving with a machete.
I have a lot of appendixes.
Yeah, make sure you hide the decal on the back of your minivan with the stick figure and the smaller stick figure. It's a dead
Oh,
giveaway.
yeah.
Okay.
Cross one out.
All right.
Bring it up.
Allie, let's get to our next letter.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend loves when I tell him stories about hooking up with other guys. Now he's saying he actually wants to watch me do it. I could possibly be into it, but I'm worried there's a chance he's going to get jealous and it's going to ruin our relationship. What should we do?
Roll the dice, baby. He said what now? What does he exactly say?
He likes
listening to her stories about hooking up. Now he wants to watch her hook up with a guy.
He wants it.
Yeah.
This is a fetish, right? Some people like to
You
actually
found yourself
watch.
a cuckold. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you think you might like it, you can sure try it.
And if you really don't get jealous, just get him some nice snacks to have. Keep an iPad ready. You can watch one of his favorite shows.
Yeah.
Now, maybe don't make it like his dad or brother. Maybe a stranger.
This is like a lose-lose, though, because if you enjoy it too much, he might be like, wait a minute, you don't do that with me.
So
that is the,
So does
that's
this guy
the bigger question.
Does he hide in the closet? Do you tell the other person that's going on?
Yeah.
How does that work?
You have to tell the other person. You cannot invite someone into your weird, freaky home.
Right.
You tell the other person.
And he'll sit there in a chair, half slumped down, drinking his bourbon, just like in the dark
How do you
shadows.
explain the 3 glasses and the extra large pizza? So she's willing to get another guy in there. I wish this were the old days where they would sign them with a name.
Oh, yeah.
So you could write back, "Dear Round Heels goes down easy."
Oh, that's not fair.
You're apparently unable to
do it.
Okay.
That's the biggest concern, though, is that she'll be more into this guy after that, probably. That she'll be like, oh, this was better. Why don't I just go with this?
Then
in the
you're
letter,
with the wrong guy.
in the letter, she says that she is worried about ruining her relationship with this guy.
Yeah.
So I think she loves him.
Yeah.
I'd like to just if she does this, can we get a report of the dialogue afterward?
That has to be the most awkward.
weird thank you note to write.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do you send
Did you go high five the guy? Hey, thanks. Hey, you got
Nice job, dude.
got a couple
Good
tips
job
there.
in there today.
By the way, you got an unusual looking mole on your left ball. You might want to go to a doctor.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you tell me what color it is? I can only feel it.
Let's move on. Alli Breen is our guest. She's a very fine stand-up comedian, television commentator. Is that a thing?
I would go commenter, but I have heard commentator, or I've heard people say it.
Do you commentate?
See, I say comment, but commentate.
For sports, I say sports commentator.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most people
Anybody else want tater tots now? My goodness, can't say tater that many times in front of me.
You can reach Alli, ALLIBREEN, with your love troubles. What have we got, Alli?
Dear Allie, me and my girl just moved in together. Didn't know that she'd be an open door pooper. I took my attraction to her about 20% down. Do I tell her she needs to shut the door? I don't really know what to do. I think the damage is already done.
Oh, no.
I think he answered his own question.
Just once and he's through?
Right.
Just shut the door on her when she's doing that. And if she goes, don't.
Yeah,
like,
but
what
then
do
you get into the odor zone.
Oh.
If you have to go close the door for her.
You
Can
know
you-
what?
Just ask her to close the door.
Install one of those fancy doors they have at colleges and businesses where the door shuts on its own. Just get one of those things in there.
Tell her you're less attracted to her now because of it. And then she'll probably shut the door and be like, oh, I'm
Give
sorry.
her a cute nickname.
Yeah?
Like
Dumpy.
Hey, Dumpy.
Hey, Dumpy, you gonna go again?
might want to shut the door this time.
Yeah, I'm going to go stand out on the fire escape and contemplate jumping.
Wait, how big is your place? If this is a studio, this is unacceptable, the proximity. But if you can go to another wing of the house, say, maybe she can do her thing.
It's so weird, though, because most girls are trying to not let the guy know that they're doing that.
Absolutely.
That is weird.
Could be a cultural thing.
Yeah.
You know, people from certain countries openly flatulate. Is that a word?
Yeah, this would be defecate.
Well, I'm just saying. I was trying to be more delicate.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's some cultures it's like polite to fart at the dinner table or whatever.
Yes. Can I borrow your lighter, Steve? I have to rip one.
It means I really enjoy it. Yeah. Tell her to close the door.
Yeah, I would try that first.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
I don't
really
even like when
the
guys
girl.
yell through the door. You know when people yell when they're in the bathroom and they try to have a conversation through the door? That's already so obnoxious.
And just
Anything to do
remember,
with
even with a shut door, there could be an odor issue. So just remember, when one door closes, one window opens. And that should let a nice breeze in there.
Isn't that sweet? Isn't that a nice philosophy?
Get rid of the bad smell. Light a candle.
I use that little spray stuff. What's that spray stuff? Where you put it in before you go?
You could get Eddie, our engineer,
Poopery.
and Dan and Cookie. They installed, this is true, in the engineering bathroom.
Yeah.
When you turn the light on, it turns on a fan that I believe is from an aircraft carrier designed to air out the lower portions of the ship.
What?
Have you ever been back there, Christy?
No.
It sounds like it's this ultra huge industrial fan that apparently replaces the air in that room
cool.
once every 7 seconds or something. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man.
You don't have a vent fan in your bathroom?
Yes,
Yeah, but not
have
like
you been to
that.
the one back there, Ace?
It's just...
It sounds like a chainsaw.
Yeah, but it's just noisy.
Yeah, I always assumed it was just broke.
No.
That bathroom
I've seen the schematics.
That bathroom is it's a seedy looking bathroom.
Yeah, it is.
It's very clean, though, I've heard.
No, I don't. It
They're
doesn't
very
look
proud of
clean,
it.
but it's
It used to be called the men's club, but we can't call it that anymore.
The last time I had lunch in there, I was like, this is gross.
I like to watch the crabs jump from the toilet seat into the water. Okay, Allie, it's always a great pleasure. Are you working this weekend in New York?
Yes, I am. I'm on Kennedy tomorrow, and then I'm at the Bell Harbor Yacht Club on Friday and the Comic Strip on Saturday.
All right. All right. And if they want to watch you
All
on
over the
Kennedy,
place.
I'm sorry, did you say it was tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, yes.
Okay, all right.
Fox Business.
Of course. Thank you very much. It's always a great pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
ALLIBREEN.
Bye, Allie. You look great.
Bye. Thank you. Talk to you next week.
glad you had sex last night.
That's it. She's got that glow, doesn't she?
Yes.
That post-coitus glow.
Let's see. I wonder if she can sue me for some reason. Right now, I want to talk about Josh and to Josh because he's been doing some stuff to his house. We've been talking. How long have you been in your house?
About 5 years.
Wow.
Seems like yesterday.
I remember the cake we had. I said had a surprise cake made of your house.
That's really, yeah.
And it looked just like it. This year, you want your cake to look like something else. We'll get to that soon. But right now, you've been talking to the folks at Angie's List, now known as Angie, to get some stuff fixed up. Tell me more.
That's right. Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your projects done, they get them done well. I mean, that's the important thing there. Angie is your personal home expert. They've served 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. I found some pros helping me out with my roof, and I'm currently researching getting some stacked stone put on my chimney, and I'm very, very excited about having a new fireplace. I love Angie. They make it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job done well. They've simplified finding help for home projects. In just a few taps in the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish, or you can just look around, research, connect with pros, find out who's best for you when it comes to your specific home project. And this is one of my favorite things about Angie. They can help you get a fair price for your project. Angie has projects that are priced upfront. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. No sticker shock, no surprises, no added extra last-minute fees. Well, we thought it would be this. Turns out it's going to be double. Not with Angie. Angie is my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of projects. Maybe you've just got a small repair you'd like to get done or a major remodel. Angie, it's my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Angie will be yours, too. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
You got to get something done. You don't know how to find the person to do it? Angie. A-N-G-I. Angie.com. Coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Last time you were here, Eric, you impressed us with your musical skills. You,
oh, that's right. You are a manualist.
I am. Now, for those that don't know what that means, manualism is the art of manipulating one's hands to make, there you go, to make that sound.
That wasn't me yet. I didn't.
Okay, there we go.
You must be,
sorry, excuse me.
You must kick ass at parties. That was my no hands.
Yeah, I know the chicks dig this.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, if you're at a party.
Yeah, this is my go-to on a first date.
I'm going to say, if you're at a party and you see Eric and there's a big group of guys hanging around him, this is what they're doing.
Wow.
They're looking for that, and then my Dungeons and Dragons kit too. I'm doing that.
So,
give us a sample.
All right, there you go.
Very nice.
Push it. I see the group of guys laughing now at the party.
What?
Wow.
While the girls are all over there rolling their eyes.
That is amazing. Have you ever been laid doing that?
To 1. Interleague play in Major League Baseball. Philadelphia knocked off the Chicago White Sox. Tampa Bay blanked Cincinnati 10-0. Baltimore wins over Washington 1-0. The Cubs down Oakland 4-0. And Milwaukee beat Seattle 6-5. In the American League, Detroit knocked off Cleveland twice in a doubleheader. The Angels, Boston, Texas, and Toronto all winners. And in the National League, Miami, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and the LA Dodgers win. Win number 200 for Clayton Kershaw in his career. Congratulations to Clayton Kershaw as the Mets lost 5-0. J.D. Martinez homered twice and drove in 4 runs, finishing with 4 hits to help the Dodgers stop New York's 5-game winning streak. Kershaw struck out 9 to pass Mickey Lolich for 22nd place on the career list with over 2,833 strikeouts. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner improved to 288 over 16 major league seasons, the best winning percentage among the 117 pitchers to win 200 games. And that's a look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yours truly, Artie Whiskey, frontier golfer with another true tale from the Old West.
Really?
As you know, I'm quite the avid golfer. I go out just about every day and play 18. One afternoon, I decided to head on home after 9 holes. Well, much to my surprise, I mosey up to my house and I see another buggy in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of sneak in the house and I find my wife in bed with another fella. I was rather upset.
I can see that.
I grabbed the guy, got him in a headlock, dragged him down into the garage, grabbed him by the manhood, stuck it in a vise, and squeezed it real tight.
Uh-huh.
He started screaming, "Oh, Artie, you're not going to cut it off, are you?" I said, "No, you are. I'm going to set the garage on fire."
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I did a show at my brother's fraternity last time I was there, and they're all giving me the ideas, like how to, when they drink, how to get around, because they know they know drinking and driving is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this thing where they get really drunk, and then they walk to Domino's, order a pizza, and then when they go to deliver it, they ask the guy for a ride. Thinking, that's a good idea.
Home in 30 minutes or less.
The drinking and driving is the designated driver is a good idea. What always amazes me about that is they give these designated drivers coffee all night. They're like, "Have another cup of coffee." "Hey, Bob, that's a designated driver. Hey, that's a good thing what you do with your friends. Here's another cup of coffee. Have a soda. They're not better off than someone that's had a 6-pack. They get pulled over. They're wired out of their gourd. Like, "Officer, I'm the designated driver. I think you got to take care of these people." The cop's like, "Why don't you let the guy in the back puking drive? You can run ahead of the car, make sure it doesn't hit anything."
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you.
Wow.
Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching
brilliant.
a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
I was flying from South Bend to here. I was on a plane this big. It was like a pack of gum with 8 people in it. What happened was we took off from the South Bend Airport Hair Care and Tire Center there. I don't know if you've ever been there. We got halfway here. We had to go back. It's like a 12-minute flight. We had to go back. We had engine trouble. We lost some oil pressure in one of the engines, and they told us about it over the speaker system of the plane, right, which was stupid because they could have just went, "Hey, we lost some oil
They
pressure."
could have just turned around and yelled at you.
The guy sitting next to me is losing his mind. He goes, "Hey man, if one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us?" And I was like, "All the way to the scene of the crash."
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the music lab.
Hi, Josh.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Jessica Alsman has graced us with her presence this morning.
Hello.
Good to see you. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Josh Arnold, the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Get your mother or any mother that Mother's Day gift for your mother. And there's Tom Griswold.
You say that so lovingly.
I was trying to be a little Daffy Duckish. Mother.
Oh, that's what that was? Okay. Well, that was
I talked to my mom yesterday.
Did you? How's she doing?
Good.
Is she still rich?
She's still married to a man named Rich.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Not actually rich.
Did she want a full report on your fishing trip?
No, she had forgotten that I was even on it.
Oh, sounds like she didn't care about
It was
that.
her birthday a couple days ago, so I sent her a message that day, and then
That's
talked
it?
to her yesterday. That's all she wants.
What was the message?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Love you.
Red
Proud of you.
17.
Red 17?
It was a secret.
Sorry. Where were we? Let's see. Oh, I know. It's time for the special edition of this. Of course, I'm talking about the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
We talk a lot of hippo on this show. What do you call a one-legged hippo?
What?
A hoppo.
A hoppo.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
He
think of
sold it.
Just think of that, Tom.
See, I often put it this way. Sometimes a joke is like a sculpture made from clay.
Yeah.
Where there's nothing there, then there's something there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a joke is like a giant hunk of marble, and it's been inside the marble the whole time, and it takes the comedian or the artist to chip away the marble to reveal the joke.
Other times, a joke is like a large dump.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
And you have to
We do it at the
Suffer through it.
end of the show. I have to push for time.
That was an excellent joke. That's when it's been there all this time. And now,
Time now for things we've learned on this fine, fine day. Oh, no,
it's
no, it
history.
isn't. It's time for history and then things we've learned.
okay,
Give me a break. I'm used to coasting.
okay, Josh, here you go. 1775, the American Revolution begins in Lexington.
Not the Lexington in Kentucky. Lexington.
Delaware.
Mass.
Virginia?
Willie's our winner.
Ah.
Lexington, Massachusetts.
Well, he graduated high school
Just
younger
yesterday.
than we did.
Lex Mass.
Lex Mass.
Lexington Concord.
Sounds like a superhero.
Shot heard around the world, right?
You know, what I always wondered about this?
What?
The British, the Redcoats. I mean, you know, if you're going to be a target for other guys, when did someone go, hey, I got an idea, General? Could we dress like the trees in the woods instead of dressing like we're trying to camouflage ourselves on the red planet?
Yeah. Can I not dress like a nutcracker?
Yeah, do we have to have the guys with the drums announcing we're coming?
Who was the first guy to be like, hey, while they're shooting at us, let's just shoot back at them? Why are we taking turns? I hate this. I don't want to get shot and just...
The whole thing is a sort of topic for me. I mean, we had that Revolutionary War, and we never even did find weapons of mass destruction. It's hard to talk about.
Let's see now.
King George was lying.
Here's a good one. Willie, I'm going to give this one to you. This is a little tricky. In 1943 on this date, Dr. Albert Hoffman...
Acid. Bicycle Day.
It's amazing. What?
Oh.
It's called Bicycle Day because he took LSD and then he went for riding a bicycle and was like, man, I got to tell everybody about this stuff. This is crazy.
Took LSD for the first time deliberately. Wow, I didn't know that story.
There you go.
Yeah, amazing. Did you know who the other big LSD guru was in the 60s, Halsey?
I have no idea.
Timothy Leary.
Does the name Timothy Leary ring a bell?
No.
Ask Dean to play you the Moody Blues song, Timothy Leary.
We'll play the whole album. That's off of In Search of the Lost Chord. It's really
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Dean. Thank you.
That, in all honesty, as I'm not an LSD advocate necessarily, but that's a great record and a great song. Speaking of great songs, 1963, Johnny Cash releases Halsey Ring of
Fire.
Yes.
All right.
Written by June Carter and Merle Kilgore.
It's about not wiping well enough.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid City.
Please tell me that hasn't been sold to the hemorrhoids people. Oh, God. All right. Let's see now. Let's see. What else have we got here? Oh, a couple of birthdays. The great Dudley Moore.
Yes.
what's his most famous movie? Arthur.
Milo and Otis.
Arthur 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Milo and Otis.
I did too until I found out
Is 10 the one where he's gone to the dentist and he's trying to drink the coffee and it's spilling all over his pants?
I don't remember. Time now for Things We Learned, sponsored by Angie. With Angie, it's easier than ever to get home projects done well. Get started on the Angie app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. We learned that I, Josh, am naked every night. And that will be my new album title. My second album. First album coming very, very soon.
Do we have a title yet?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Willie is concerned about...
So what the hell is it?
Half fat.
Okay, I like that's fun.
Thank you. Yeah. Willie is concerned about ass matter when he sleeps naked.
Hence...
Boxers. I wear
boxers.
All right, right. Tom has moved into his new house, but there are still some issues. Namely, the shower has no knobs. So
How do they work?
They don't. I'm having to go upstairs to shower.
Christy's friend is having a coronation party.
Oh, she is.
Yes. And at the last special gathering with her friend, she got a new teacup.
I did.
Isn't that something?
I was so excited. I bet we get teacups again, too.
And Prince Andrew at the coronation will be asking for the veal. He likes
the young meat.
Yes.
And we're actually going to be making, what was it called?
Coronation quiche.
Yeah, we're going to have the other Jess make that for us. So I'm still looking forward to that. And we hope to greet Chick tomorrow. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.